How y'all doing out there? You ready for some Vega Prime? I love this account. It is really fun to be getting back to it. I appreciate all of you who've watched that video today, the big opening with like those Titan Nexus crystals. I kept calling them 7-star. I don't know why. I was like 7-star Titan. Just like all the various words I've said over time for crystal openings. What is up, Osama Patrick? Thank you so much for being here. People will be trickling in. One question I want to ask you guys as we get in, maybe I should let a few more people show up before I ask it, but yeah, I'll ask it a couple times. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing, man? Is I actually don't know how to gift memberships. I thought I did, and I was going to gift some memberships actually last night on Nagase's stream. I am almost never available at that time of night. It's for those who are like, what time of night is it? It's like 8:30 to 10, 11 my time. I live in San Francisco, California. I'm on the same time zone as Kabam. And it's one of the reasons why like I was almost never on Brian Grant's streams, even though I really liked Brian a lot, is because that's family time for me. Like family dinner. My kids were younger then, helping them get ready for bed and story times and cleaning the kitchen, doing dishes, hanging out with my wife and that stuff. So my wife works outside of the home, of course, as well too. And so like that's never available. But the last 3 nights I've been available, and I've really been enjoying watching Nagasa's stream. He's been doing like a new account as well. And I went to gift some memberships last night, and I realized I actually have no clue how to do it. And I tried on my phone, and it would let me send like super chats. It would let me send super stickers, like all these various things and ways of sending money over. But there was no like gift memberships. It was really, really strange to me. What's going on, Ivan? How you doing, man? How you doing? All right, so let's go and jump into this. I'm curious to hear all that from you. This is one of those really interesting ones. Is like I understand. I understand why people don't want to see this, like, or they're not as interested in this or as excited about it. And that's fine. That's fine. I'll try to build a bit of some excitement to it and have some fun. But I really do want to try to do this. So we'll see. I'll let you guys determine how much we end up seeing it. What is this? AFKO. Like, I gotta be honest, guys. Like little stuff they've picked up along the way, things people say, they type, they do. I'm really concerned, and I hope this is just literally nothing. I hope this is just some silly thing. And I know this happens a lot where I'll say something and you guys are like, why are you being so weird? I'm like, I can't literally tell you guys why I'm being weird and how I just sound weird. Um, I hope this is literally a bunch to do over nothing. But the interest Kabam continues to show in like AFK stuff, auto quest stuff, like browser games, card games. It is. Think about like 4 or 5 months ago, if you would have really thought we were at where we're at now. If at the beginning of this year I would have told you, hey, Kabam's going to put out a poker game and a browser game, would you have believed me? No. But there we were. And then, of course, this is just like a ways to get Immortal Abomination. What do I have here? I did do a little questing this morning before I was on. Okay. I think I had a champion that I wanted to rank up. Let me see. I'm going to be focusing on. So if you hopefully saw the opening, this will spoil a little bit for you. If you didn't, you'll see the champions I selected. And I am trying to do something different than I'm doing on the Vega 583 account. So I think that was my 6 stars, though. There's a couple of like, the more broken 6 stars I do want to rank up. Hey, what's up, Chop? How you doing, bud? Let's see here. Who was it? Oh, here it is, right here. Red Guardian, because I just don't see how this account will get a 7-star Red Guardian. This is going to stay a free-to-play account, whether I'm boycotting on the 583 account or not. This is a free-to-play account. So I just don't see that, which sucks. And if you've been paying enough attention, you can see, like, I don't know if that was like the first sign where I was getting pretty discontented with MCoC, but I did go and get Red Guardian on my 583 account, which we'll call the whale account for now. And almost like the next month, they like sold another champion. I was like, it's Dark Phoenix. And I was like, I don't like the way you guys went about this with Dark Phoenix. I don't like anything about this. I don't like that it's another champion for sale. I'm not doing this. Like, it didn't all start there. It actually started when I came back from Japan. Actually, my relationship with Kabam just deteriorating more and more and more. So hit me up with the questions. Let's chit chat. Let's talk as we make our way through this. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I want to rank up. Let me see the skill champions. Actually, I'm just gonna scroll through this. You already have great 7 stars, so why use so many resources and 6 stars right now? Pushing for Valiant isn't too hard for that account. Trust. Oh, I'm sure you're correct, man. Because I want to have fun. Like, um, hey, Triple Z, what's up, dude? Is essentially that literally, I understand what you're saying. And I get that, like, if I did a challenge in a way to get there at a certain amount of time or something, people would probably be more excited about this, or it'd be more easy to like catch eyes or whatever, right? If I put those words in the thumbnail, but that's not what this is. This is truly like, I enjoy this account. I'm highly dissatisfied with Kabam and what they've done with the end game competitive modes. I think that's obvious. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm happy to. But I'm not looking to necessarily. And what I've found enjoyment in is literally going and playing this. And so like, I'm gonna rank up my kind of like OP 6 stars. I want to rank up the champions that I don't think are available and be available 7 stars. Like, I kind of want to take care of this account and have fun, but not be in a rush to get to literally where I'm not enjoying on my 583 account. Like, I did the Battleground stream yesterday and I wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing in Battlegrounds, like at all. And I think it probably showed. And I'm like, I'm basically just doing this for the rewards. I'm really lucky I have a YouTube channel and I get to hang out with you all while I mindlessly play Battlegrounds as if I was doing, the hell's that mode called? Arena. So like, I get it. And I appreciate the advice, Chop. I really do. But like, this is just a totally different thing. And here's what's really weird about this, man, right? Is we heard so much about like, and I was part of it. Like, part of me is like, Jesus, I feel like I should make a video just apologizing to you guys for so much nonsense I believed and I said. And I did believe it. I always tell you guys what I believe. But like Doom being too broken and Ghost being too broken and Scorpion being too broken and Hulkling being too broken. But here we are with Serpent. Here we are with Black Widow Clairvoyant, too powerful with buff immunity. Here we are with Nico. Like, it took Kabam like a year and a half to just super power, like to power creep their own game to outrageous places. And like, I remember, dude, when you could use Doom and Doom even on his own was like getting a little slow for super high end battlegrounds, but he could be usable. Ghost was only usable like in certain metas. They didn't have to do this. They did not have to do any of this. And so like, I kind of just want to go back and play with these guys. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I don't know. We could have had 7-star Clairvoyant. I know, dude, Sammy, the Twitter intern, dude. The Twitter intern messed up so bad that day. That's so bad. And 7-star Clairvoyant. And dude, you should, well, I don't know what I can say or not say. It was all hands on deck. It was all hands on deck that day. It was wild. Like, whoa, can't have Claire. Too power broken, bro. Oh, ruined the game. Ruined the future integrity of the game. By the way, would you like Nico Minoru? It's just like, oh my God. Like, Nick Fury, too broken because of those bleeds of his. By the way, would you like some Kate Bishop with a passive bullet snap who turns off evade? All you have to do is throw SP1s over and over. Hercules and his immortality. Turns off, miss. Rah, that's too bad. Would you like a side of Serpent who turns off like miss, auto block? And I think evade too. And his isn't even immortality. It's death immunity. So people can't get rid of it. Like, it's just like, oh my God, the shit I believed. I feel really dumb for believing so much of the stuff I believed and for it taking me so long to be like, I am literally being used and played. I'm just a trusting person. I am a trusting person. It is what it is. All of that for Nico to show. I know, right? Kabam might be thinking that bring leader is going to make things better. I'm an extremely nice and trusting person right up until the moment that I am fully not. And I'm like, you took advantage of my good nature. You took advantage of my good nature. And that's what you guys are seeing now. All that to make Serpy death immune on attack, infinite, and then we'd just be waiting events for the champs to come back. Yeah, dude, I used Serpent in raids the other day. I felt dirty, dude. I was like, I never once used Hercules and felt like I was just cheating on the content as much as I do when I use Serpent. Like, it's not even close. Like, at least with Hercules, you needed to try to intercept. And I know they say his intercept window's like big or something. I don't know. Maybe all of them should be that way instead of having champions who like get bonuses for special intercepts, but it's like impossible to hit with an AI who snap lights, who we've been dealing with for 4 freaking years. Maybe they should have just all been like, it's weird, right? Like when you see like the things someone says, it's like a politician, right? The things they say sound really good, but then they get into office and you're like, whoa, you meant that? Holy shit, we should have asked more specifics, right? Like, that's what it kind of feels like with Kabam right now. It's like all the stuff like about Broccoli. If you guys don't know who Kabam Broccoli was, he was a designer, designed some like Dr. Doom, okay? He was such a bad guy and his ego was in it too much and he wanted to break the game and he was irresponsible, all this stuff. But the game was really, really fun. Like we were having a blast. Like it's funny, like when Kabam's like, we need to get champion sales back. You know, they've really fallen off. And you're like, you're literally talking about like when Broccoli was designing champions. Like you know that, right? And Coop, who also left the company. Broccoli and Coop left the company. And you've replaced it with a bunch of people who talk a lot of shit on Broccoli but then went out and made like more broken champions. Like it's like I'm honestly disgusted. That's why you guys see disgust for me. That's why you see the way I am. And I try not to bring it to you guys too much because I'm no, that's not why y'all tune in for here. But like I've always told you guys what I actually think, and so I'm still doing that. It's just what I actually think now is a lot of disgust and feeling like I was lied to and that I was used like badly, and that's upsetting to me. Oh yeah, I'm the serpent in rage right now, and he's nuts. Yeah. I mean, look, it's as so. Here's the thing: it's like as a YouTuber, what are you supposed to do? Not tell your viewers that serpent's busted? Of course, you should tell them because you're trying to help them progress through the game. You and Volatility got you and Volatility got a collab for a stream on this issue. She killed it with her video is, in my opinion, potentially the best MCoC video ever. I know Brian Grant has done some phenomenal videos, like the editing, the production value he brings. He's a charismatic individual. Like I understand that, but as far as like the timeliness and like where we're at with this game, unless this, right? Here's the thing: is unless like Kabam is like, you fools, our game is growing exponentially. We are selling champions and things hand over fists. You morons don't understand how successful we are right now, which is weird because they keep saying the exact opposite of that. They keep telling us about how they need to innovate and how we need to understand and how they have to like find new sources of income because things have changed, right? They're the ones telling us that. But maybe they're lying, which would fit a lot of my experience. And things are actually amazing. If that's the case, then everything I'm saying, just throw it off the table. Maybe there's all of these people having a blast playing MCoC, having a great time, which would then make everything I'm saying again wrong. I'm wrong again. Oh, and Volatility, in my opinion, that's where I was going with that is because of what's happening right now. I mean, it's up there as one of the best MCoC videos ever because it was smart, it was funny, it was, I think the term would be like linear, like the logic progressed very well, it was easy to follow, and then the editing that she did was top notch. Loved that video. And then as far as like the timeliness of it, like could not have been, because like myself, KT1, Lags, dude, and I know people, and I think of Nagase as being a really positive young man. I really like that young man. But even he, like if you watch him, and I watch his channel, he's gone in on stuff and he's like, this ain't okay. This isn't right. I don't like this. He just does it in his way, his way. And yeah, anyways. So I'm going with Mina Makria. If I'm saying that wrong, you let me know. Because I have a feeling that might be a real name, and you also might not even be close or not. But let me know. What's up? I also use R3 Servant of Archer Sentinel, no 25 war, and I love that fight is easy. Yeah, I'm gonna try to move on because if you guys want to hear me just talk about this, I can. I'll sit here and talk with you guys about this for 2 hours. But part of why I'm doing this account is to honestly get away from all of that absolute just trash BS nonsense. Because I believe people. I start off and I do this in real life too, and I've gotten burned in real life before, but it's also worked out really well for me in real life, is I start off believing people and I start off trusting people. And then after a while, once they showed me that they're just like kind of using me or things like that, or lying to me, then it's the exact opposite. I'm fast to be like, you are now dead to me. I don't hate you. Like I don't think about you at night, but I have no use for you anymore. So I think we've got to do this. I did not realize I used to love playing Archangel. I loved, loved playing Archangel. I did not realize I had Archangel. So we got to rank him up now. We got to rank him up now. Does anyone know what happened to Brian and when he'll be back? I actually don't know the reasons why he stopped. I've heard a lot of theories on it. As you go back a little bit in the stream, and I'll just tell you, I'm almost never available at the hour he used to stream. And so, despite having met Brian and really liking him, I I know people loved him from his streams. I I, I wanted to hang out with that man. Like we'd be at like the Battle Room Brawl 2 years ago. I don't know. It felt like at least an hour. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less. I just broed out with the dude. Like I just had a great time talking with him. I found out that he had played World of Warcraft. I had played World of Warcraft. He had a buddy there. We talked, I've got 2 kids. Like we just talked life. We talked games. We talked everything. And so I've heard people theorize that like him being gone is why things are the way they are with Kabam. And the only reason why I'm gonna say I don't think that's accurate is because I think that puts way too much responsibility on him to control a company that he doesn't work for, you know? But I do think a moral compass is just completely gone, and it may have left with Brian or around that same time. Uh, and I don't wish it on him. I hope if he comes back, I hope it's because he just wants to play the game and wants to stream with you all, and I'll try my best to make it there. I'm just so rarely available at that time. I just think that's a lot to put on one person, being serious for a minute. Like I want to make a joke out of it and not going to, because I am trying to be serious. I think for him to be like the moral compass to keep Kabam from doing gross things, I think it's a little too much. Um, Although I guess in a weird way, I'm trying to do that, but I know I'm significantly more aggressive than Brian was, and as a result, my style is nowhere near as palatable. And I think Brian had a great style for that. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, Ace? How you doing, man? And what is going on with YouTube? What kind of 7-star are you working with on this account? Dude, I've actually got because of that comp, I got 2 7-star Titan. I don't know why I keep calling them 7-star Titans. I just will. I'm gonna stop trying to say that because I think my brain just I don't know. But I got 2 of those. I'm not spoiling the video. I think the people who watched it, who are going to watch it, did. Shoot. Okay. I want to take him up, but I don't want to be dumb about it. Let's go ahead and play. So here, I'll show you. And the idea, Ace, because I know you showed up relatively recently, the idea of this isn't to race through and get to the end game. I'm so sick and tired of the end game that's part of why this is fun. I don't want to race this account to it. I want to just play this and enjoy it. And I'm not going to say I'm going to intentionally, like, I'll probably rank up America because I love America Chavez. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to rank up characters that I haven't played on 583, the whale account. But like I had a choice in the Nexus between Cassandra Nova and Jean Grey. Jean Grey I want to give her a few more months because I remember when I first tested her and I started playing her, I was like, I know she's going to end up being amazing. She's very good, but I just know because I know things. I'm a knower of things. There's going to be all this little stuff that's going to continue to come out where we're going to be like, oh, she's busted here. Oh, she's busted there. Oh, she's also busted there. Wow, there's an Alliance War fight that she's outrageous for. Huh, who'd have thought? Right? I knew because I know things and I pay attention to stuff. And so I've got Jean Grey at rank 4 high sig on my whale account. And so I was like, you know what? I have no clue how to play Cassandra Nova. I don't know if many people do. But I'm gonna take her because I want to play her. And then Carolina Dean, I don't remember. I think it was Baron Zemo and someone else who I don't think I reconsidered very much. It was Zemo, but I knew I wanted to take up Zemo on the 583, so I took Carolina. And I haven't been able to get Carolina Dean awakened on my 583. And I never say never. Maybe in a few months, I'll be like, oh, I need to hit Mysterium and BGs, or I need to hit a Celestial, like a very low level of Celestial, but whatever. And I'll be playing my Awakened Carolyn and Dean. I don't know. I'm a hopeful person. I'm hoping Kabam just turns us all around. Like there's these massive reveals and apologies and thank yous and gratitude shown by them at the fest. I highly doubt it, but maybe there is, and I'll get right back into this stuff. So we'll see. Donut Sensei, I did. I hear you. I don't ever awakened on my whale account, and it's a whale account. I used to whale out on all sales. All right, let's go ahead and actually play this though. Let's continue to make our way through. Oh shoot, I'm getting close to Gwen Master, and I don't recall how to fight her at all. So I'll either need you guys to talk me through it, or we'll have to take a minute and watch a MCoC noob video. The chests I have found have been relatively meaningful, so I've been trying to take the one with the most stars, which appears to be this one, which doesn't look like a ton, but let's go and take a look at this node set. Whenever the defender receives a stun debuff, while a weakness debuff is active, both are removed and the defender is left with a power sting. Okay. An opponent with power sting. Okay. Okay, I might not be able to do this one because I don't think I have. That's obviously asking. That's going to be mainly in the science class, and I just don't think my roster's going to hang there. Hit 7-star out of habit. Yeah, and I don't want to rank up a champion specifically just for a path. There's champions there that I want to rank up, but I don't think that's it. So let's go ahead and push forth. I'll try to find a different lane. Lizard got to have immortal counter, buff immunity, immunity, jot degen, immune to every effect, and super healing. And tongue attacks, right? Tongue and tail attacks. Dude, Lee Boyce, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. Let me get you up there on the board. I would wager that Bankless is worse than last year. Let me know in what way, because I could think of a ton of ways where it could be worse. I could think of a ton of ways where it could be worse. Sorry. Hey, what's up, Pitch? I just got here. What's happening? Oh, no, man. We're just going through the quest. We're going through the quest. You missed my message? Oh, what's up, Jordan? Looks like you retracted it, bud. I'm stuck on the Grandmaster. So go watch MCoC Noob. I know it's really weird for a YouTuber to tell you to stop watching their stream, but seriously, go watch MCoC Noob. I'm highly confident he's gonna have a video on it. You can check out MCoC Encyclopedia. I don't know if he does specifically boss fights. A lot of his stuff is like act content. Wong for Necro? Yeah, Ace. I'm pumped up about that potentiality. What's Jacob saying? I think the banquet of this year makes or breaks the game. I think it really needs to have good rewards and great champs in the box to bring back sentiment. I mean, here's the thing, right? Is like, and I realize we're all different, man. For me, I'm sick and tired of it, dude. I'm sick and freaking tired of it. It's the AI. Because nothing else matters. Like, nothing else matters. Because every player, whether you're competitive, to someone who just literally logged in for the first time today has to deal with it. And has to deal with, like, if you don't know what snap lights are, it's when the defender just slowly walks up to you and just, like, gives you a light. And there's, like, the vast majority of humans cannot react to that. And Kabam has no ability to control it, or they're making it worse. That's the weird thing, is it keeps getting worse. So either they're playing around with it, making it worse, or the AI is getting worse. I have no idea. But until that's done, the rest of this to me is like someone who goes and gets a bunch of plastic surgery, but is still just a horrible person on the inside. And be like, yeah, you're hot now, but you suck. I don't care. Like, that's how I feel about this. Right? Like, yeah, man, make the crystals as good as they want. Give me 7-star Hercules. Great. I'm still gonna get snap light. I'm still gonna, like, when I try to dive into your game and learn and do like the nodes and try to intercept and all that stuff, the AI is still ass. So, but I don't like, go make yourself as hot as you want. Go to Beverly Hills, man. See Doctor to the Stars. I don't know whoever the famous plastic surgeons people are, but the rest of it's all window dressing. It's all it. Yeah. All right. If the attacker's a villain, they gain superiority while taunted. Okay, so we just need to be a villain. Okay, this is more our style. Anything super. The Killmonger might be a bit of a pain. Ooh, Dormammu. Okay. Let's see here. Add tags. Like, going through this, do you guys remember this? Do you remember this? At content, bring a villain. That's it. Look like there's a little power gain. What? Are you kidding? Wait, what is this? What is this? Is allowed? When did this start being allowed? You know what I'm saying? Bring Ghost and a glimmer of hope for the folks who are like, please stop being negative. I think the symbiote incursions was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was fun. I did not like that RNG could just absolutely ruin a run. I don't like that, and I don't like that about incursions in general. I think that's kind of part of how Kabam makes money, though, is they leave it up to RNG to kind of screw you. But RNG needs to go your way enough for you to be okay with it going against you. The first few rooms were pretty tough, I think. But once you got set up, you were pretty powerful. You're doing massive, massive numbers. I actually really liked it. I'm curious what you guys thought. I agree with that, but I think we need some sort of good faith. Maybe that's just me. Oh, no, no, no. You know what it is, Jacob? Is so I'm comfortable talking about it. You guys remember I boycotted earlier in the year. I used the term. Now I didn't realize how powerful the term was in the YouTube community. You guys got to remember, I'm 47 years old. Like, I'm only on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram because of this channel. I wasn't on there before. Like, I mean, I guess I did kind of watch like Seaton and stuff, and I watched KT1 a little bit before I started the channel, but that was it. So like, I'm like kind of learning on the go. That's part of why I make so many mistakes. And what's going on here? Okay. Oh, this might be a little more difficult than I thought. Let's see. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And I was very clear. I was very clear about what I was boycotting for. But I like I said, is I get it. You know, people saw the term. I see how powerful that term was. And Kabam, within like literally, I think like a couple of hours, like, wrote a post addressing almost everything I had said. It wasn't more. It was more. It was more like a week, if I remember correctly. I was on my way to Japan for a pretty long family trip. So I probably missed a little bit there. Hold on, I want to get this done, and I need her to stay in Rampage. Stay in Rampage, girl. Come on, you can do it, Purgatory. No. Okay. Woo! We made it. Oh, and I was like, dude, they even used the words like literally, like in Legacy called it out, and I appreciate it because I was like, how much am I going to call out my own stuff? It's going to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, which I'm really not, or not trying to. And Legacy like called it out. I think in one of his videos, he's like, they literally wrote what Vega said, like literally, like this can't be an accident. I don't know if Lag said exactly that. And so I was like, hey, I'm getting on a plane. It's a long ass flight. I'm going to Japan with my family for like, I think we were gone for like 2.5 weeks or something. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. They've learned. They've listened. Let's go. We're back. And here we are. So you know that old saying about like fool me once? Yeah, well, fool me twice, right? So like, yeah, I want Kabam. I want Kabam to say, hey, we're sorry. Hey, we've been lying. Hey, this was wrong. Hey, we tried something. It failed horribly. Hey, we should have nerfed Serpent. Hey, you know what? We actually didn't have a plan. Hey, we gave Vega information and totally used him for his channel. Like, I would love for them to say that. But then I need to see months and months and months of actually doing what they say. But you're right. I would much rather them do that than what they've been doing. I completely agree. 47. I'm a young man. I'm a young man. Let's see here. Uh I'm a little worried. Maybe I should have brought I think I need to boost because they're going to get to their special 3 at some point. What's up, OME? How you doing, man? I feel like it's been a minute since or you were by yesterday, right? I think you stopped by for yesterday's stream. The word job scares me as a child. What's up, Allison? How you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. Loved your video today, my friend. Your music, dude. Your music, I always feel like the parent who's like, turn that music down. You kids with your loud rock and roll. TC, what's up, buddy? Somehow I got a taunt on him, so I'm obviously not reading the node well enough. Was it just knock them down with the heavy? Is that it? Oh man, why didn't you guys tell me? I'm blaming you. I work for Kabam now. My mistake is your fault. That's how it works. Oh yeah? You guys aren't appreciating what I did for you. Like, I don't know. That might not look fun. That might not look fun on YouTube, but that's fun. The fight's not too difficult. It's not too crazy. There's not too many nodes. My champ's a little OP. It still took 1 minute 42 seconds. Like, I I don't know. I fail to look at this and feel like maybe if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Like that it's come down to that where I am with this. How did I get that while taunted the defender? How did I get that taunt on him? Ghost doesn't have a taunt, does she? Oh, there it is. Their heavy attack will apply non-second taunt. And reading is fundamental, people. Reading is fundamental. Oh, gee, Highline, what's up, dude? Blame all problems on command. We established it yesterday. This is true. Thank you, United Hicks. I appreciate it. It's making me want a 7-star ghost. So here's what sucks, dude. Is like, one, you have to read through all those various nodes on all the various content they give us. Two, is like, she's probably metal, right? And she crits. Yeah. So good luck using her on Onslaught. You can't use her for Serpent. Enchantress, yeah, maybe. Like, she might be able to get the fight over before all of Enchantress BS can start. But if you start missing on the heavies, you're screwed. Deathless Thanos with all his protection stacks, probably not going to work. I don't know. Maybe. They like put out all these defenders. We talked about this a lot yesterday, where it's like, this is basically the end game. Then this is why I'm like, I'm just sick and tired of the end game. Like, this is actually kind of fun. If you haven't seen Allison's video today, she's talking about it too. Like, it's not a coincidence you see so many YouTubers talking about this. Like, it's truly not. You don't have to agree with us. I understand. You might be having a great time. But there's a reason why so many YouTubers are talking about this. Like, it's moving just so much more and more to a card game where, like, you either have the counter or you don't. And if you don't, well, screw you. I'm not paying attention, so I forgot. And as far as the like Kabam learning part from earlier in the stream, I fear that they aren't. In fact, I fear that they're just doubling down on it all. Because they keep hiring people from the same place. I thought Killmonger only did that for damaging debuffs, which obviously is incorrect. See ya, Hicks. Thanks for being here, bud. That's inequity coming in. Pretty strong. I fight serpents off in war. I'm not even scared of anymore. That's awesome, man. And like, I think that's a good like kind of point to it is like, and this has been covered really well by a variety of YouTubers, is like, it's different in war than it is in battlegrounds, right? Because you can plan out for it. I think people, I think this is one of those things, you're either enjoying it or you're not. Like, I don't think, like, you know, they talk about how like facts sometimes aren't going to change people's minds when it's of a certain type of topic. I think this is one of those ones. So I could show you all these like, oh, this example, that example, and you're like, dude, why are you so upset about this? I don't understand. Because you're enjoying it. Like, it's not like objective right or wrong. It's not like someone's out there like punishing puppies, right? I think everyone would be like, that's wrong. You should not do that. So it's a different scenario. Like, I actually know people who really like the direction the game is going. They love it. They absolutely love it. And maybe you're one of them, OME. I'll take a look here. My issues with frequency of the defenders. Yeah, that's the other thing. And like, I try not to speak for the other YouTubers because it's not like we all got together and just like, here's the really crazy thing, guys. Myself and the other YouTubers you see doing this, we actually did not get together and talk about this. This is all like uncoordinated, which I think makes it even more. Here's what I can say. If I was not in the CCP, I would be like, what the hell happened? Like, what is it that we don't know that we're not privy to that they can't tell us? I would think that. When start the championship in Vancouver? Like when is the Battle and Brawl happening? The top eight? It's funny, is active video coming out on that tomorrow. Just making some predictions, kind of having some fun with it. I hope it's a great event. I hope everyone has a lot of fun. It was fun 2 years ago. I think it'll probably be a lot of fun for everybody this year. And I believe it's the 8th and 9th of November. It's a Saturday and Sunday. They've got quite a few like panels set up and things like that. I don't. Yeah, just gonna leave it at that. The defending frequency is because maybe a lot of people are quick to write off champions that are bad in BGs. I didn't get to read your whole sentence there. Oops. Oh, wow, that landed. Okay, I got lucky. Hey Vega, big fan. Almost at Thronebreaker. Who's your favorite skill champ? Oh, I love those types of questions. Congratulations. I hope you're having fun getting to Thronebreaker. Appreciate you coming by and the comment. Um, favorite skill, favorite skill. Say this is a good example, man. This is a great example of what I'm talking about. Is like my brain immediately went to Okoye because she's so outrageous in battlegrounds and probably in war and probably in the general game. But honestly, dude, I really love playing Cheel. I really love playing Cheel. And some metas and battlegrounds and stuff are showing like how strong she can be. They're kind of like not incentivizing her, but they're leaning into what she does, right? In this current one with the cleanses and the shrugs and all of that and the furies that she's getting. She's such a great champion. Like she's she feels like about as strong as a champion should be in this game, you know? And so I just absolutely love her. She's an absolute blast. She has good utility that's relevant. She's not like she doesn't feel designed to take down a specific defender. She just feels like, hey, let's make a cool ass champion with like a big axe. Let's do it. That'll be fun. And so I love her, and she's really powerful. The updated general tier list for October will be coming out on Saturday, and she's going to be very high in the second tier. Where we've changed the formatting of the tier list. I can explain that if you guys are interested in why, but it's I don't think it's gonna look like a big change to you all, but as far as my end of it, it was a lot of work, and it makes me feel better about what we're putting out there, like even better, even as good as it was. I think it's gonna be really helpful to people. And so you're gonna see her be in the second tier on the competitive. And actually, let me check this because what the Illuminati is actually hopefully reviewing as we speak. I finally finished it this morning. Is completely redid the like the non-competitive player tier list. And that was always the hardest one. And the spreadsheet wizards, dude, those guys built an outrageous spreadsheet and tier list for everyone. But I'm honestly, I'm not, this isn't crapping on Kabam. Like, this is, I understand how much we've done today. This isn't intended to be like crapping on Kabam. This is here. I'll actually show it to you guys. You guys want to see it? It's not finished. It is not finished at all. The guys haven't had a chance to review it. But here, I can pull up the. I assume you guys might want to see it. Take a look. I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Yeah. Okay. This is what my memory was of too. Let's pull this up. So as you guys can see, thanks. That's Ralph 86. Yeah. Jack Milk. What's up, dude? Oh, Jack Milk. Sorry, not Jack Milk. G is taking R4000. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Luke, what's up, dude? I almost forgot Ghost. How could you forget Ghost existed? But so as you can see here, there's going to be 2 pages on. There's actually 3. So the first page is going to be like progressing. It's called in-game competitive player. So we're going to take into account in-game content, of course, like Wheel of Fate or whatever, battlegrounds, and then some amount of war. War's always been a tricky one. Like, how much do we weight it, right? And it's often ended up with a result I don't particularly like. And again, the Wizards would spend, like, I'm so grateful. Those guys spent hours trying to like get everything right, so all those results would make sense and all the testing we would do. And I was finding like, guys, like, it's not us, it's the game. Like, it's not us, it's the game. The game doesn't move in this like logical, smooth way. And to try to like show that to everyone, it's not fair, like to you guys being the Wizards, because like almost every month they were changing something, some dial or some knob or whatever. I don't understand spreadsheets, obviously. And I was just like, guys, I'm so grateful for what you've done. Like, but we need to just make this more simple. And so this is the progressing here. I'll show you very quickly. You guys will get a sneak peek at skill for in-game competitive players. Okay. So Okoye is number 1, Crossbones. I actually really like playing Crossbones. He's just very difficult to play, in my opinion. Nick Fury's so broken, busted. Lumitrix is up there. If you're like Lumitrix, check out Grass MCoC. Just took Lumitrix to war. My good God. And Lumitrix is great in Battlegrounds, great dual threat. So the other thing that's going to happen is in-game competitive tier list, this page on the spreadsheet, it's going to be much more fluid, because as Kabam like puts out like a tough defender, like it changes so much. Like that's kind of what's hard about this super in-game BG's war meta, is like one brutal defender can change the value of an attacker so much, because part of it's like the spread, right? So you can see though, like Chill, she's up there, dude. She's a long form monster. She can be great in Necropolis. I think it's pretty obvious Kabam's putting out Necropolis 2 this November, and I hope she's good in there as well. So you can see that. And then if we go over to the progressing, right? Is it changes quite a bit. Lumitrix drops down. Lumitrix is still really good in story quests, but it's, or like, you know, more the less super difficult questing that Kabam puts out, but doesn't have as much of the utility of like what they're asking skill champions to often do. Part of why Lumitrix was so high is he has good defensive value in battlegrounds as well. So he moves down a little bit. And so these are the movements that the spreadsheet the Wizards had cooked up, and it was phenomenal. It just had trouble showing this. It had a lot of difficulty showing this. And then you add in like star varieties, right? Like, where do you put Kate Bishop? If you're just doing one spreadsheet, where do you put Kate Bishop? I'm curious. I'm literally asking you. That's not meant to be rhetorical. I genuinely want to know, because, dude, the Illuminati, there were times where we would spend so much like trying to talk that through. Like when Nagase first joined the Illuminati, this just goes back a while. He's like, guys, how do you not have Hercules as the #1 champion and Cosm? And we're like, well, dude, like people aren't using him as much in Battlegrounds. Like, when's the last time you really used him? He's like, yeah, but think about it. You're a progressing player. You show up. You've been told this is the best tier list in MCoC. You check it out, and you have Hercules like in your 2nd tier. And so now this person's not ranking their 6-star Hercules. Instead, they're ranking like their 6-star. I don't remember what the example was he used at the time. And I was like, shit, he's right. Like, he is totally correct. He is totally correct. And so I'm just like, no, we've got to do 2. We've just got to do 2 separate tier lists. And so I think if you're an up-and-coming player, I think you've got 6-star Kate Bishop, and you're not like a super end BG's war player, you haven't done all the content, you've got to make her #1, in my opinion. And so we've got a tier list to reflect that. But then when we go to in game, you can see where she drops, right? Like I don't have Kingpin as a rank 5 ascended. I didn't even realize that until this current Battlegrounds meta. But I remembered it because how great he is in it. But I don't miss him. I don't miss not having him. And so like to me, this feels right. I'm trying to remember where this page is. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on it though. What's up, Floppy Sausage? How you doing, dude? Ralph, you're making I'm going back in the chat a little bit. I'm curious what your first statement was. Is it possible that Kabam doesn't have the talent to fix the AI lately? Oh, okay. I wonder if Allison's still here. Oh yeah, there she just wrote down here. I want to go back up a bit, Allison. A card game that's not even fun, like allow us to use who we want, even if it's idea allow skill to be expressed. So Allison, like I think this is okay. Yeah, I mean we're here, we're just talking, shooting the shit. So let's do it. I think my thoughts on what we've been presented is, yeah, I think this feels like the end game competitive scene. Like I can't, that like GIF, they're called GIFs, right? Or GIFs. I don't know. Again, I'm old. Where it's like the guy and he's like, well, actually, right? That's what it feels like has designed it. And what I mean by that is it feels like someone who enjoys correcting you. Like being like, you've fallen for my trap, you fool. And it's like, most people don't enjoy that. In fact, most people find that really annoying. So for you to like pull a Captain Britain in the final round of a draft and I don't have a tech champion who can take her, that's not fun. That just sucks. I feel like all my hours spent learning how to fight all these champions sucks. Like it's not worth it anymore. Or I really liked Ironheart. And so I'm bringing her in. And yeah, she might not be as good of a nuke as like Jack-o'-lantern. But now my Ironheart pick is just totally wasted. I realize Ironheart might not be that bad for Captain Britain, but you guys get my point. And like that just removes fun for so many people. But it's really, really fun to this very small group of people. And they keep hiring more people like that. And so that's why I'm almost running out of hope that Kabam will listen, because they seem to be very set on going further that way and hiring more people who agree and are part of that group. And it's just mind-blowing to me. And so do they possibly don't have the talent to fix the AI? It is very possible. And that's why I've said, like, go hire someone. Like, I understand that they have a limited budget, right? They're a company and what have you. Go hire someone. Like, go find the guru, the AI guru, or find whoever they trained in case you can't afford like the main gal or guy, whoever it is. Bring them in. Like, do it. It's like your customers deal with it every single day. And no matter how much plastic surgery they get, right? To go back to the plastic surgeon scenario, no matter how beautiful they make it all look and how great dust particles flying around are, and the boss fight like this, people's phones are lagging out, people's phones are overheating, people are disconnecting from the game, and they're still facing that same AI, and they're gonna eventually keep reaching these points. Fan, what's up, bud? I think I said hello to you, but if I didn't, what's up? Vega, you think KP would be good as a start versus new defenders? Allison, like I can't tell if you're setting me up. I feel like if you guys don't know, I really like Allison, okay? Have for a long time. Do you remember how upset I was, Allison, when Kingpin got like stealth nerfed? Do you even remember this? Because I'm just like, look, if you guys make the game, not me. If you think Kingpin's just too strong, just come out and say it. Don't be like, well, we just found out that his degen and ability accuracy is stronger than we thought. No, you didn't, dude. I've been playing this game with you all for 6 effing years. We've talked about it in line chats. So to go out and lie to everybody, it's like, why are you doing that? And then to expect me to sit by and just be like, yeah, this is true. They had no idea. We haven't definitely ever talked about this and literally used it in war planning. Like the amount of times, oh my God. You guys are like watching someone have a nervous breakdown. So no, I don't think Kingpin would be too much. Do I think he'd be good against the new ones? I think he'd probably be good against Photon. Wonder why Kingpin hasn't come out as a 7-star. If they continue down this path, I will not continue playing as much as I'm yeah. But let's DM Allison. I cannot in this direction. Of course, because a player like you who wants to completely develop the skill, to learn the AI, to learn all the spacing, to learn all the animations, who puts in all that time to then just have it crapped on because you didn't buy the newest attacker to solve the latest defender this is what I'm talking about. This is literally what I'm talking about. Allison, you do remember? Okay. Beacon is not good. I just came to rank 5 like 2 minutes ago after you mentioned he was good for the meta. Wait, look, are you sure? He's really good. Or are you being silly? Are you being a silly goose? Are you being a goose? I think you're being a goose. I see a question about Necropolis too. Yeah, so a Kabam employee has for years, or for a long time anyways, told everyone publicly, so I don't feel badly saying it, that Kabam had decided to do Everest content every other year. And it was going to be also spaced out with like EOP style stuff. And that has so far been completely accurate. Additionally, they have a gem in game right now that has a specific call out for 7-star Aegon, who does not exist in game at all. So it'd be like dumb. Why, like, you had to actually type that into the game. That wasn't like something that was like accidentally put in there. Like someone had to intentionally add that. I'll show it to you guys later if you're interested, or you're like, wait, what? And I just can't imagine. This isn't my proof. It's more like circumstantial evidence to what we've already literally been told by Kabam employees they are doing. I just can't imagine why you would bring 7-star Aegon to the game unless you were doing some sort of new sort of Necropolis longform. But maybe there's something I don't even know. I mean, the thing is you know, the EQ now is you have to change out a champion every fight. So again, a champion like Aegon just doesn't have a use at all because he's a ramp up champion and over a single fight, but it's more over the course of a variety of fights. So there's like but having no reason to do something has never stopped Kabam before. So maybe this is me again putting too much emphasis on logical thinking. What act is this? This is 7, I believe. Book 1, chapter 2, or who the hell. That's what I had been asking for so long. Does Kabam let average or average plus players to play test the contents? Trying to think of how I can actually answer that, old man easy. I like saying positive things if I can. Is do I think there are players like me who aren't as good as, let's say, MSD, but are probably better than the majority of people playing this game, right? Because this player base is large. My sense is there's not very many now. My sense is I don't actually know. What I'll say, and here's the positive thing, is I don't think MSD is often consulted on how to make something good for everyone or for the average player. And I really like MSD, and I could be wrong, right? I've been wrong about so much over the years, and I've believed a lot of wrong stuff. But I've had years of interactions with MSD, and what has constantly come back to me is when he says he's gonna do something, he does it. Or when he backs up, like he doesn't say one thing and then do the other and vice versa. Is I think if MSD was asked, "Hey, can you test this and can you see does this work for maybe like a Vega level player?" I think he would actually do that. I don't think he would be like, "I really like absurdly hard content, so it I'm gonna give you all my feedback on that." Does that make sense? Um, and so yeah, uh, everyone gets invited to act betas. Maybe that's why they've listened to feedback on them in specific. It's up to management contents that work for a range of players. I agree. One of my piece of advice though is that they should stop. I feel like they often try to make like everyone happy in content or like a mode, and I think they should stop doing that. I think one of the reasons they do that though is because they want everyone to play everything. Because the more this game takes over like your life, the better it is for them. So I don't know if they'll ever listen to that. But we'll see. But I also think that's what holds back a lot of these modes, right? I think that's why Wars is unsuccessful as it is. Is it feels like they start with, okay, how can we make tier 1 for these people who want to like hours practicing a fight before they go in and do it? And then to take that as like your template and then make it for even like my alliance is in tier 2 now. And we're in Platinum 3 and Platinum 4. And honestly, we probably are whatever. No, we're in tier 2. We earned it. We got there. We don't want to spend hours practicing a fight. We intentionally don't want to. And we're not that much farther down. And so if you start at that template where it's made for these like people who want to spend hours practicing and planning, and only one tier down, you've already hit people who are like, I just want to get in, do my fights, have some fun in my alliance chat, screw around, rank up whoever I want, and move on. But I'll spend on your game. I have money to spend. I want to. You've got a real problem. And I think that's the biggest problem with war is the template that everyone has to follow is for like the top 0.01% in the game who actually want to play a different game than everyone else. They want Captain Britain. They want Rhino. They want Serpent. Right? It's just, yeah. MSD would be a good place so he does understand. I agree, Allison. I think I okay. The defender's an instant chance to prepare all incoming debuffs. Whenever the defender prepares debuff, they gain a snack chart. Ooh, I like snacks. I think I've made that joke before. Sorry, guys, but I do like snacks. Every 30 seconds, if the defender is less than 10 snack charges. Okay, I don't want to do this one. What is this? Stunning reflection, poison, incinerate. How am I going to poison Dragon Man? At the start of the fight, the defender gains a permanent sun shield while this steel is active. Oh, wow. Shoot. I can't stun him. Nefaria's evade has a stun off of it, right? Dragonman boss is a pain. It's looking like a pain. Hey, what's up, Pablo? Set up and spike. If the defender is knocked down, they remove their active debuffs. If more than 6 debuffs are removed. Shoot. Yeah, we might be using some items. Should have ranked up crossbones. I think Chi is going to be able to do it, so I'm not like worried, but like we're not going to get stonewalled here. That's for sure. Deadpool is the easiest. Yeah. I honestly, I kind of recall doing this fight, which is weird. I have no clue how to fight Platinum Pool or whatever. And so the whole card thing, like, uh, thanks, probably. That's a really kind thing for you to say. I know you're saying it to Allison, but I love that. I think let's all try to cheer each other on like find your fun, you know? Like there are some things in the game. Like I'm having a blast doing this. I'm having an absolute blast. I'm having a blast doing the tier list for you guys. I'm having a blast doing the videos I'm doing. So, um, all right. If they have more than 6 players removed, okay. When the players removed, okay. So let's try to add these up, and then we got to parry a lot, get her cleanse charges going. I'm definitely going to boost again. I feel like this fight's either going to be way easier than I think or way harder. Let's find out. Let's find out together. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. I know Chi would do more damage if I did, but we're not doing that today. I actually should have punished his SP1 better. It looks like just by simple gameplay, though, this is going to be just fine. What's kind of funny is I don't know if I actually want to take advantage of the setup and spike node. Well, let's see. Yeah, like that's. I'm not saying that's nothing, but I think Chi's power is in those bleeds. Oh no, it's just going to be the nature of it. All right, fine. Let's just play the game. Yeah, I so the Owlman comment about MCoC Encyclopedia, I agree. If you've watched this video, I completely understand where he's coming from too. You know, it's funny when I was talking about all the YouTubers who are doing like the sorts of videos that we're doing. I had forgotten. I had completely forgotten. Um, Not about him, but that he had put that up too. He's a good dude, man. Good dude. It looks like I'm not getting an additional benefit from stacking more of these debuffs. So I feel like there's no reason to. Ham! Or, oh, wait, that's maybe ham. So it might not be ham. It may be ham, but it also may not be. That's, I don't know. This is going to take me a little. Philly MCoC, what's up, dude? Dude, I've been trying to buy an Eagles hat, and shockingly, not easy to find here in San Francisco. Uh, uh, I've got my beanie, which I love, and but it ain't that cold here. It ain't that cold. It might be ham. It is ham. Oh, it is. It is ham. It is ham. Is anyone like those movies? It's called like Ponyo. Uh, I love that one. So every time I hear ham or anyone says ham, I think of little Ponyo and how much she loved ham. Oh, you're not ham. Okay. Then who are you? Are you, is it maybe? Is maybe your name maybe? We're just going to do this. This is what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. It'll be fun. It'll be like, dude, he finally lost it. He snapped. Um, I truly do not remember the Gwen Master at all. Like, in any way, shape, or form. How long have we been streaming? First name maybe, last name Ham. It's very, very 007. That's like about as sexy as James Bond, too. Making myself laugh. Just chilling. Do you know when you make Valiant, you can use rage tokens to instantly level up to 60? It's like one. Oh, right on. That's cool. I'm Paragon and I have no 6-star rank 5. With that roster, I should be Valiant. Yeah. Vega, take the old man Logan path. The problem is I don't know if I even have a good option for Gwen Master. I don't remember a thing about her. Does anyone remember who's good? And I didn't think this through. I apologize, guys. I should have watched MCoC Encyclopedia or Noob before I streamed. Anyone can do Gwen Master. Do you remember the fight? Oh, Pablito went hard. That was cold, Pablito. Jugs is good. I don't think I have Juggernaut. Yeah, I have no Juggernaut. He doesn't want to be here. So what I could do is I could jump on 583 and do Battlegrounds. I know people enjoy seeing that. Oh, Old Man Logan path makes her easy. The link node shuts her off. Take someone that can put damage over time effect and you're done for the fight. All right. I think I've got Scorpion. No, wait, Scorpion does they're not dots, are they? I've got Deadpool. What rank is that Deadpool? 3-star. Forgot Archangel. Where are we on the I'm trying not to claim anything until I get Paragon. Because I mean I feel strongly if I play enough I'm gonna get Paragon. I'm not worried about not getting it due to getting stuck or something. Which would you guys rather see? Switch over and just do more victory track on Vega 583 for a while, or attack this and try to finagle Gwen Master. I'll let the first few comments decide. Doom is getting controller. I love Ham's videos. The editing is fantastic. They're funny too. Finagle. All right, we got Finagle and Gwen Master. I think that means we have to go. I think there's a reverse controls note on her. I know everyone just wants to see me die over and over. I get it. I'm aware. I've YouTubed before. This isn't my first time on the YouTubes, on the old YouTubes. You guys want to just basically see me use all my items. I'm about letting the people see what they want to see. So let's do it. Okay. Whenever the defender receives an armor break debuff with the steam buffs, is that both are removed and the All right. So how do I get the armor break on them? When struck, the defender gains a chitin charge. Chitin, whatever. It looks like chitin to me. Armor assault. Wait, how do I? So you're just supposed to bring armor break champions? I take it that's the point of the lane. Okay. Hey, Mr. Dunny, what's up, dude? Medusa solos. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man? I don't care. I'm listening. I don't care what you do, man. Die, live. It's all the same to me. Thank you for your support. Uh, he dies. He dies. Whatever. See, that's what. See, people from the rest of the world think that's people from Philadelphia being rude. It's not. That's them just being willing to say what everyone else is thinking, and that's the thing, right? I respect it. Let's see here. Um, okay. What else? Silver Surfer's got armor breaks. And Ghost technically can't be evaded, right? But I don't think I want to try that. That just sounds horribly unfun. Um Ooh, okay, good call. Thank you for the Colossus shout out. I think we've probably cooked up something really good here. Scott Miller, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. I was told the Old Man Logan path was the good one to make Gunmaster a little bit easier. Let's go with it. And if it fails miserably, we'll switch over to the 583 account and do a little battlegrounds. People love battlegrounds. They love it. They love it. I'm doing great, Antidote. How are you? How long are you already playing on this account? So I started this account a while ago. This is not a new account. I had to kind of put it aside because my summer vacation started, is my recollection. And then I came back from Hawaii, and Kabam was like, we like this game, but we like lighting things on fire better. And and so I just have not really been able to play it very much at all, right? Like making videos is kind of part of my what is going on, man? So I guess ability accuracy can't turn off this node. That's cool. Um, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is not going well. So we're going to start over. What's going on with the node? Yeah, it looks like we just have to armor break these guys. Dude, this node is ridiculous. Wait, am I reading this right? When the defender receives an armor break debuff while a stun debuff is active, both are removed, and the defender is affected with a cold snap. If the attacker attempts to swing, basically when the defender, when struck, the defender gets shouldn't charge at 10. All charges are removed. So they give you a little setup to get it done. Okay. Hey, what's up, Maddie? How you doing, bud? If so, I have learned. I don't even know why you kids say the word pineapple, but I've learned that if the word is in the statement, I should not read it. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing to that fruit. I don't think I want to know, but I am aware that you guys are all mean something different. So, um, oh, pie guy. Do I have him? Let's check out. Let's check that out. Also, welcome to the stream, Maddie. How you doing, bud? Um, I don't know if I have Mr. Fantastic. I do. My God. Genius. Someone get that man a beer. I'm sorry, Maddie. I just there this goes back like years, dude. Like my channel was early. There was this young YouTuber, I can't even remember his name, and he used to show up all the time and just write pineapple. And I was like, I know that you're doing something. I don't know what you're doing. Um, yeah, that was cool. Philly, I don't even want this path. Are you serious? So this is why I should have watched MCoC Encyclopedia or Noob before I started. This is annoying. I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna be honest. Take the juices path and cosmic. Okay. Which one is that? Does it say? It's not that one. I assume the node is called juices. I'm kind of recalling all of this. Uh, Something tells me I'm probably on the wrong. I'm not doing this correctly. In which case, we'll just do battlegrounds. I'm not looking to waste a bunch of time. That was the path that juices you. Okay, but what's the lane called? This is where stream delay is really fun because people are like answering the question you asked previously. And then while I wait for it, you guys aren't. It's just a really fun thing. All right, we'll try no null, and then if that's not working, I'm just gonna go and do some battlegrounds. I appreciate everyone's advice. Um, it's all coming in at different times, so it's a little funny. That's all. Oh, cool. Yeah, Null's a good call. This Null guy is pretty good. He's all right if you like that sort of thing. Maddie, what time is it for you, man? Isn't it like I guess it's only midnight, right? Null for me is similar to Chiel. Um where he's just like a really cool, well-designed champion, kind of fits like the theme in a way, or they did a good job of bringing it. But he's obviously not targeted towards like a certain champion, right? Like, and if this was just what Kabam did, we would have this game collection of like all these really cool champions. And people could play them. Sure, some are going to be a little stronger than others. Some are going to be a little more meta than others, right? But you wouldn't have to make this like decision, like, oh, cool, do I want to play Null or do I want to be like compete in Battlegrounds? And I realize Null is a good dual threat. He's not as good as he was just like 4 or 5 months ago, but he's a good dual threat. It's 2250. Just the rest of the world tells time in the 24-hour, don't they? So that means it's 1050. It's almost 11. I mean, I'm not getting beat up by Old Man Logan. You're getting beat up by Old Man Logan. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I soloed him. I can open a 7-star StatCast crystal and choose to open wave 1. Oh, wait, what? I can open a 7-star StatCast crystal. Oh, okay. And I can choose to open wave 1 or wave 2. Which do I choose? Honestly, man, I think you're either one. Like, I don't. The Kabam does this, and they're aware. They've received plenty of feedback to stop doing this. It's at the point where it's obviously intentional. Like, because we'll be like, do not do all the content at once. And what do they do every single month? All the contents at once, right? Statcasts. Hey, we could really use more relics. It'd be great. Okay, cool. How about we give you 60 in 1 month and 60 more the next? Like, so I'm sorry. Like, I myself and the group have not had the time to truly analyze them. That's just, I'd rather tell the people the truth than make up some BS answer. I found that they both are good. Like, you know, it has not felt like, and I think Kabam intentionally did this, and I think they have said this, which I applaud them for, was the battle casts where they basically couldn't handle the battle casts. Like, they made them too strong, basically. And so they had some interactions like Hulkbuster with Guardian. There's a couple more. Who's some of the other like broken ones? Venom with Venom. That I think they're just stronger than they had intended. And so that's why the stat casts are so much more generic. They're a little more safer, let's put it. So I would honestly just go with like, maybe go on Conchu Zonk. It's a phenomenal website. And decide which looks the coolest, you know, and go from there. I'm gonna stop playing BGs because I'm tired of them constantly putting chase items in the rewards. Yeah, I I don't know. Maybe I've created an echo chamber, right? Like, and I'm aware that that's possible, and I understand that that can happen with the YouTube channel. Is that after a while you kind of, you know, you appeal to people who kind of feel similar to what you're saying. So I'm open to the idea that is what has happened, but yeah, I mean, that's the advice I gave to Kabam. I was like, if the game is fun, people will spend. It's as simple as that. Like, and the more you try to like entice spending, the more it starts to feel coercive. The more it starts to feel coercive, the more they're going to pinpoint the things that are wrong. Like, by making them unhappy, by making them feel coerced to spend, you're going to cause them to start seeing the flaws that they otherwise would not see. And so now here we are. Like, to me, this is all like, I tried to tell you guys a long time ago that this was going to happen. Like, yeah. Hey, what's up, Breeze? I think I read your name properly before I started this fight. Yeah, the battle cast, which is the original relics, they are quote unquote better, because they really can increase significantly some champions' abilities, and they happen to be champions that a lot of us really enjoy playing. Like, I know you guys are probably aware I'm a massive fan of Guardian, right? Well, Guardian wouldn't be nearly as good as he is in like competitive formats right now if it wasn't for the Hulkbuster relic. He just wouldn't. Like, it's not even close. I know a lot of Venom fans would disagree with me on this. I stopped paying attention. Come on, dude, throw it. But I don't think Venom would be anywhere near as good as Venom is without that relic. Somewhere, you know who's I think makes a massive difference, and I'm surprised. Actually, I should probably make a video on this, because I know Hyperion's very hot right now, and he is very good. Don't get me wrong. I think Hyperion's a very good champion. I think people are getting a little confused by what he does outside of metas and in the current metas. But the Gamora relic is massive for him. Yeah, actually, I should do. Yeah, I think we may have Sunday's video. You can put a stat cast on basically any champion, only a few champions. Yeah, and so here's the thing, old man DC, is like, actually, that's kind of what I like about him. I actually really like stat casts. I just don't know if they're worthy of like in-depth analysis. Like when it comes time to like, oh, I can totally reformat the whole spreadsheet, which is going to take so much time, or I can do an in-depth analysis on the stat cast. I'm like, definitely a spreadsheet, you know, or I could make a video on Hyperion and the Gamora relic, or I could do an in-depth analysis on the stat casts. Like, where I think it's going to start to become interesting is, and I think this is where viewers probably could actually use help. I just have no clue how to do this in a video, like none. If you guys have an idea, please, by all means, I'm all ears. Is you're going to have stuff like, and I ran into this with the Sentinel relic, and I recently took Penny Parker to rank 4, thanks to Pablito's video, and she's been great. And then, you know, I go watch his video. Don't, everything I'm about to say, still go watch his video, okay? Is the Sentinel relic is great and a big part of that. So I was like, oh, I've taken rank 4. I really am enjoying this. I'm having fun. I'm going to put that relic on. But I love Bastion, who gets a great benefit from the Sentinel relic. So now my 5-star relic is on Bastion, right? Well, I also really like playing Prowler. And I'm like, I don't really want the 4-star relic on Prowler. And so I now have a Prowler relic on Prowler, which means I don't get that potential pause from the Incinerate. And so I am losing that. But the Prowler relic does help out Prowler. So, like, it's not like the stat casts are just mindless. Like, you can tell, it feels like Kabam either got really lucky or, and I think this is more likely, they had someone do it who knows what they're doing. And so the stat casts do help out. Like, they fit some class identities really, really well. And so they're good for your champions. They just aren't going to be transformative for them like some of the battle casts are, like Venom and the Hulkbuster relics. I think I said that well. And it's like, how do I put all that on a spreadsheet or in a, like, if I make that video, like 3 people watch it, you know? It's just so finely tuned. So I think the easiest would be to make a video on how you approach StatCast currently. Yeah, you know, I mean, thank you. That's good. And I want the advice. And what I'm thinking off of that is, and I had said I would do this in a stream. And then again, Kabam just lit their game on fire. But my plan when I came back from Hawaii was to do a full stream, just literally going over the StatCast and getting some of the Illuminati guys on and being like, okay, this would be smart for me to put these, you know, on these champions. And then literally the next month, Kabam put out another 60. So yeah, I don't. What if the new relics don't really do anything? I was just pretending. I mean, what if you and I don't actually exist and this is all a dream? You know, like you want to go there, we can go there. But you just gotta you pass your bong over here and puff puff, and then I'll pass it along, and we can have some fun, man. Let's do it. Probably a handful of people just tuned out. They're like, "What's that guy talking about? That hippie stuff in San Francisco?" Uh, you know what? This one's not going to be as easy, is it? Uh, you all would be surprised to know I used to play the crap out of Null. I can't remember if I'm going to be in. Yeah, okay. We had to practice. So when this champion, I can't think of her real name right now, when she came into the game, that was like my early days of trying to really hang in tier 1 war. Ah, yeah, okay. And we had this officer named Wiz. Some of you, I know, like Old Man Easy's probably heard me tell this story before. And he would come up with these like challenges for us to do, and they were designed to be fun, but they were designed to make us better at the game. And shoot, I should probably stop telling stories. I I've obviously forgotten how you put the cold snap on. Anyways, and the challenge, I remember it took me forever. It was these dueling Emma Frost when she had first come out. And the whole idea was, dude, reverse controls, that was wild. Like Kabam had advertised her as like the toughest defender they had ever built. And she kind of was. Like it was like just this mind-blowing concept of like, oh my God, this is going to be so hard. And so you had an alliance of 30 people doing this like dual challenge that a guy named Wisdom had come up with. So it's pretty funny. And as a result, I'm still to this day bad at dexing her SB2. Uh You're making me laugh, Philly, but I can't say that stuff out loud. Ooh, you literally studied Berkeley's idealism in uni. If you want to, so I took a little philosophy in my day. Took a little philosophy 101. Uh, I was like Descartes, right? That wasn't he the guy with like, wasn't he forms or am I? Remember, college was a long time ago for me. But no, he wasn't blank slate. Who was the blank slate guy? Descartes was evil genius, right? But I did like Descartes, and what was his story? He had a story. Uh, Maybe that's where the evil genius is from. I'm probably combining like 5 or 6 different philosophers right now. I just think, if I remember correctly, Descartes had like it was a story, and it was actually like relatively funny. And I was like, dude, this guy would be kind of cool to hang out with. It's a shame he's not around anymore. All right, have a good one, Philly. Maddie, just speaking of interesting defender design, like I find it hilarious. Did you see Trap did a video to see if Chat GPT could design a defender? It's it's pretty comical, dude. Oh no. I'm not exactly locked in. Hey, what's up, Snoops? 90 in the chat, but only 30 thumbs. Hit that like. Ah, thanks, Mr. Dunny. Um, all right. Was there any other shout outs for this Gwynmaster? Because I'm actually being serious. We'll be serious for about 5 seconds. I literally have no recollection on how to fight her. I remember there being like phases and things like that. And you all voted for this instead of Battlegrounds. So I would prefer not to use all my units on this fight. Just be 8.3.6. Nice. Bunkzar. Nice, dude. That's a cool name. Descartes was, I think, therefore I am, came up with the idea of an evil demon. Yeah, so the evil genius, who only purpose was to deceive us at every turn so we can truly know of the existence of our own mind. He invented Kabam? Thank you for setting that up, Hattie. That was beautiful. And yes, Trap made me die laughing. Good. I could see a buff Professor X defender putting the attacker on the wrong side of the screen in 22. Ooh. That would be cool, dude. I'd love that. And the buff Sentinel is immune to screen reversal 2028. This is like, I think, honestly, I think peak Kabam. No joke. And I'm like, what happened, guys? Was when they put out the Kabam emote. Like honestly, like that video I did where it's like I'm gonna basically apply to volunteer at Kabam. I don't want to work there, but I'm gonna apply to volunteer. I'll come in, I'll clean everything up, set them up, and they'll be good, right? And it was basically supposed to be a fun way to like say, here's what I think is wrong. And try to be helpful, right? And have a good listen to entertain at the same time. And when they did that Kabammed emote, I was like, this is perfect. Like, you're showing that you're not taking yourselves too seriously. Because I think that's where so much of the problem comes from. So much of the problem comes from. Like, if, like, again, to go back to Kingpin, or like, honestly, let's go back to Shocker. Remember Shocker and like the order of operations and all that? If they had just said, guys, seriously, we can't have Shocker being able to take Maestro. Maestro is designed to be a tough defender. It's made us realize that the way we had programmed glancing, which we admit isn't the best mechanic in the world. We understand a lot of you don't love it. It's not working the way we thought it was. We messed up. We just can't have this, and we're really sorry. Here's like some rank down tickets for Shocker and only Shocker. You know, I hope you trust us that like when we mess up, we'll let you know, and we always have the health of the game in mind. I would have been like, oh, all right, like that sucks, but yeah, we all make mistakes. Cool. But like to go through all these things and make it sound like this serious, like they're Moses coming down from the mountain with the 10 Commandments and be like, the Kabam God told us, and we have let you know. You are lucky to know that Shocker. And it's just like, stop it. Like that's where this goes wrong. I actually hurt my own voice there. Okay, so no one is still with any advice on Gwynmaster. This is going to be great. um, I guess I'll just bring in someone else who's good. Hopefully it's good at stuff. uh, I like Wong. I don't have Juggernaut. Uh, uh, it's been so long. I think you need prowess. I'm glad I brought in Hopefully. You got it. Thank you. I feel like oh, I'm so happy to have you all as viewers. Thank you so much right now. Okay, I'm not going to use all my items though. First of all, I can't even block, so that's going to be problem number one. This is going really well. I did think about trying to play it off as if I thought this was Gwynmaster, but I don't think I have it in me to try to pull that off right now. I'm aware it's not. Don't forget to boost. Thank you, Pie Guy. Someone's looking out for me. Billy, I thought you left. What are you doing? Get out of here. Um, oh, I get to bring in another champion. All right. Um, I like Hulkling, man. I'm comfortable with him. He's good. I loved Hulkling. I want a 7-star hood. I hope you get one. Someone on it was RX on my Discord server just took their 7-star hood up to rank 4. I feel like there's like a good spirit on the Discord server. I'll admit I was a little worried taking it public. But I feel like I was a little worried I might get a little like genuinely negative. And I don't mean like objective. Like sometimes some things are good, some things are bad. We should talk about both. That's important. Too much in life, we just want like to hear that our side's good and the other side's evil. And often it's not that that black and white. And so I've really enjoyed the Discord server since taking it public. I've been pretty happy about that. And one of the things I feel like we're doing is not everyone, but a lot of people is like, I found this fun. I realized they might not be the best possible thing for me to maximize performance in the game. But I really like, and it was Hood in this case, who is excellent. I'm not saying they're not. So I really enjoyed seeing that out of RX. That was cool. Okay. What time is it? This modifier is disabled by default and is only named. Okay, so which one is which one has been how do I know which one is up? I don't. Or is that the whole point? This is one didn't trigger any of these. You guys are probably all way too old to remember this, but there used to be these videos where like I should have had a V8. I feel like I should have watched Noob before I did this. All right, cool. Lucky Dip? Was that a thing? That sounds like something Gwynmaster would have. Nope, I think you're just saying Lucky Dip. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Gwynmaster cannot lose more than 5% of health in a single hit. Cool. And reduces the potency of incoming damage effects by 100%. Awesome. Debust if Gwynmaster have a 50% reduced destruction. Even better. Gwynmaster is immune to special lock, power drain, power steal, power burn. Is this Serpent? Is this Serpent? Gwynmaster nerfs the attacker's ability power by 75%. She's getting there. Ability accuracy. Okay. Gwynmaster's extreme confidence renders her immune to all ability accuracy modification. All right. Gwynmaster ain't afraid of no ghosts. That's clever. Okay. Oh, got it. In all seriousness, so this line, it's been so long since I've done this fight. I would prefer Kabam just did this. I would be so okay with this. It's like it's a game. It's like the Kabammed emote. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. Like, bring 7-star Hercules, and then when you just don't want him to be used right, like this node hates feet of strength. Like that's it. Like it just like it's a game, dude. Like, take the fun seriously, not yourselves seriously. At the start of the fight, and after launching her special 2, Gwynmaster activates this counter for 3 seconds. While this, I'm kind of remembering this now. While this counter at her special 2 is locked. Okay, this is the one where you want to intercept, right? Countdown instructions pause for 3 seconds when the attacker interrupts Gwynmaster by landing a clean hit while she is dashing forward or recovering from heavy. So we could just bait heavies and punish them, or we could intercept her. If interrupting a special attack, okay. I'm just this. I just heard this node hates feet. It's a feet hater. It's a foot hater. Loves toes and ankles. Feet though, don't get me started. Okay, expiry set to 2 bars and special defense locked. If countdown destruction expires naturally, Grandmaster reactivates her currently equipped plot armor and all her special defense inflict on attacker. That sounds bad. If the countdown destruction expires due to normal plot armor, okay. The Woman of Legends, that's clever. At the start of the fight, Grandmaster plot armor. While the plot armor is destroyed, Grandmaster gains 1 passive prowess every 5 seconds remaining in countdown to destruction. Each prowess deals. What now? Okay, so Emma Frost insulated lanes. While one power level below the attacker, Grandmaster activates Diamond Form, granting me critical hits and debuffs. While one power level above the attacker, Diamond Form is removed. Okay, the reverse controls. You guys called that out. Okay, so I need to do that thing. All right. Let's see what happens. Good. This is a good start. Wasn't like bad stuff supposed to happen to her right then? Are we on to phase 2? Remove counterpunch charges. Okay. I thought that's how I would remove them. All right. I thought if I punched into him, she'd have to use them. Thought we were in the trust tree. We were all having a good time here. Am I still going to go reverse controls? Nope. Okay, that's fine. So far, so good. This feels like it's going a little slow there. There's got to be a better way to remove these. What's the better way to remove them? Why don't we pull up Conchi's Ankh? That is a lovely sight. Let's see. I bet he's got a little information for me on this. Let's see here. A, C, D, E, F, G. Grandmaster. Oh, does it, Pablito? Okay, that'd be even easier. Grandmaster gains 60 counterpunch charges, granted supplemental for 7 seconds. When charges move, each time Grandmaster struck or blocks an attack. Oh, so I'm intercepting for no good reason. Moves 3 when she was knocked down. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Pablito. I appreciate that. So I just got to hit her, basically, right? That was a bad idea. I'm going to spend more time reading the notes in the actual fight. I'll prove you wrong. That was awesome. All right, let's go ahead and do. What was it again? I just basically hit her and knock her down. Hit her and knock her down. Okay. Oh, she's stunned immune. Okay. How do y'all think I should handle? Like, this feels like an awkward point in the fight. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting a portion of this fight right now. There's got to be a strategy to this. Although maybe it's not going to matter because I'm doing so much damage, right? Is that the idea here? Mhm. I'm messing up somehow, and it is probably really obvious. I just can't figure it out. Oh, thank you, Pie Guy. You obviously saw what I was not getting right. All right, cool. And we move on. We persevere and we move on. I was wondering why why I was doing so little damage and then sometimes so much damage. All right, destroy the shield. With special attacks and intercepts? Is that it's as simple as that? Okay. Question cannot be knocked down by the same attack twice. Each knockdown gets the attacker. Just what? Heavy. Um. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. I thought I had to do it 4 times, but I guess not. Maybe that's what the juice was all about. He's done it. I'm the single greatest mini account named Vega player ever. Hey, it's AJ. What's up, dude? Still catching up the stream right now, but unless Kabam supports and Dev actually did something with my tickets, the waking boost and the sack relics have a bug that doesn't apply to the percentage boost. That's cool. Absolutely love that. I'm sorry that's happened, dude. Um, do you know how much I like? I'm sorry. Like, here's the thing. I'm the guy that would like go to see people like, hey, this is happening. Like, can we help? Blah, blah. And like, I feel so shitty for you. I also love that I feel absolutely no responsibility at all anymore to like find out information, to explain the various kabamisms that they do. Like, they're just, hey, man, they don't need my help. They made it clear. Okay, cool. Let's open up the 6-star shards. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Thanks for your help, guys. That was fun. And I don't remember who exactly suggested the that node set to take, but I think that was definitely a good call. I think making Gwen Master as easy as possible was the way to go. You know, we're hoping for the broken champions. I want them. They're fun. Okay. Have we hit our? We've probably hit our daily daily super event. Did I already claim it? Looks like I already claimed it. All right, I'm actually gonna log out, and we're gonna try to just do a few of the battleground milestones on 583 account. So I'm just logging out. I'll be right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. Seabo's Maddie. Although I did say that I may actually try to do on the Prime account. Do you guys want to see battlegrounds on the Prime account right now? Let's see how it is. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I don't want to do that. You said yes. Sorry, I had already said no. I had already said no. I realized there's a stream delay. I realized, but I had done it. Remembering how well designed that fight was, just a fun fight. That's how I felt about it. That was actually like fun, and it felt skill based. I realized I had like the super powerful nodes, but I think the asks were the same, and it felt fun. Like it felt fair. So like that's the thing. Like I'm you know, I'm not like going out on a big ledge predicting that there's going to be an Necropolis 2 announced and it'll be this November or December. I don't think that's like a wild crazy idea. And but I still am, you know, predicting it. And in the video I talk about is like I don't particularly like that sort of mode or event or quest. And really the reason is because it takes like hours, like days to get there. You love Necropolis. That's interesting. Because you then get to a boss that like I'm sorry. I think you get to a boss that like requires so much practice for it to feel fair that there's just no way for it to feel fair until maybe like your 5th or 6th run. And like I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy getting to the boss and then being like, cool, I wonder how many units I'm gonna need to now spend. I don't think that's I don't enjoy that feeling. So I'm not that hyped for you know whatever they're gonna call it. I don't think they're gonna call it Necropolis version 2. That being said, I did enjoy like the Necropolis challenges. I think a lot of them was because you typically have to go all the way to the boss. And because I had fought the boss so many times, I actually kind of had it down a little bit. So it wasn't as bad. So yeah. And I mean, I'm curious if you guys are going to be hyped for it. Obviously, I think a lot of that will have to do with the rewards and the system, you know, the setup and all that stuff. Okay, what did I say we are going to do? Battlegrounds. This is going to be, if you guys thought I was checked out while doing Battlegrounds yesterday, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to go full on Hangout mode. Aegon isn't coming to Saga, by the way. Mike said on the Discord, unless he was joking. He did say he will eventually come, though. Oh, I didn't see that. Is that in like the announcements or something? Hola, what's up, dude? What's up, Paradox? I'd enjoy Necropolis 2 if it wasn't for the Grandmasters. Yeah, there it is. If it wasn't Ares as the boss, then I'd really like it. Oh, dude, if it's Ares, like I didn't mind Eris as much. I'm trying to figure out why I didn't mind Eris, but probably because it didn't take so long to get to him. You know, um, that's my thinking. I probably don't have very many good options for Killmonger. Uh, Maddie, it looks like he's writing something kind of fun. I want to read it, but I got to play this mode too. I actually struggled using Spider Woman yesterday. If I focus, I wonder if I'll do better. Well, we might not find out. Not actually for anything to do with Necro. It wasn't the content at all, but that it was the event. I had a crowd of 2-3 friends. Every time we built up to do a run, we oh, see, now that is fun. Maybe that's the way I should do it. Is if I'm going to do it, I'll go back to the old days of having people on call, and just kind of like have some fun with it. Like just, yeah, that actually sounds really smart. Thanks for the great idea, Mr. Maddie. I'm glad you had fun, dude. Um, all right, let's see. What am I doing here? That looks good. Nope, people was just talking about it in general chat, and he replied to it. He said he doesn't want people to think he's coming the saga because Aegon is a fun champ that people. If he, if they don't want people to think Aegon's coming this saga, then they probably shouldn't have a rank up gem that specifically calls 7-star Aegon out. That's called like the Founder's Saga gem. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But that feels like that may be the way to go about it. I don't know. I get a lot wrong. I get a lot wrong. Um, but that just maybe I'm wrong. Let's go. Let's go after this match. Remind me to go look at it. Remind me to look at it. Cool, cool, cool. This is fun. This is fun. Like I'm doing this and I'm like simultaneously hoping it goes poorly and well. Because if this goes, yeah, like I'm glad. But Serpent is so stupid that very little damage was done. I don't even get knocked back. Mm. I'm sure obviously that can go faster. For those of you who aren't watching, just listening, we've been disconnected from the game. He explained the reason for his name being in the Q4 Gem. If you want, I can show you. Spencer Discord. Yeah. Are you on my Discord server? Is that what you're offering to do? Is show it to me there? To be clear, I believe him. I don't think he's lying. Cool. They're like, how dare you besmirch the name of Serpent? We will not tolerate anyone saying anything negative about Serpent. Let me know where you were gonna show. It makes perfect sense for Aegon to come this. Yeah, I mean, again, this is where I'm like, Caban makes the game, not me. Just, yeah. I mean, if they don't want things to make sense, I guess that's up to them. Foundation and Empire, isn't Stark Spider-Man like the chase champion for the saga? Founders War ranked up gem, isn't this the Founders saga? And his name's right there. I just like, I don't like, I don't. They just don't want to ruin the surprise. I think honestly, I think if it was a surprise that they don't want to, I think they would just ignore it. They're not. Yeah. Discord link, please. Oh, it's in the description. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. There we go. Welcome. I hope you have a lot of fun. I think it's a good place. I like it. Tag me. Go ahead. I often ask people not to just tag me unless we're having like a conversation. But if in this case, I'm saying please go ahead and tag me so I could see it. And if that happens, yeah, just give me a tag or let me know in the chat that you shared it. Sig 111 Crossbones is my 8th free-to-play for. Dude, congratulations. That's awesome. All right, let's get back to it. Try to not get kicked out. I think we can do it. Yeah, so that's the thing is like I think this would be a really weird thing to lie about. So whatever Mike said's probably accurate. I want to I want to see it though. Because it might be written a certain way, you know. It might be like 7-star Aegon will not be coming to the game before, you know, or I don't know. Cool. Sometimes I get Cabanas playing games just to see how people react to it. Oh, they are. Yeah, I feel pretty strongly that that's true. And the sad thing is, I think that it is it's kind of like industry standard. You know, like they run all this stuff through like behavioralists and stuff like that. Vega, win free to play challenge. You mean like my free to play account that I'm building? We just got down the Gwynmaster, and to be honest, I was like, okay, I'm a little done with that. Ironically, I wanted to just kind of chat with you all and not pay attention to what I'm doing, so we logged on to the 583 account. I'm not sure if that made sense, but it is what I chose to do. And so we're here now. Fox and Knives. The previous Saga Gem said we could use it on Super Scroll and Psycho Man, so I don't think this did. It said you could use it on 7-star Super Scroll and 7-star Psycho Man. And it means something. It means you can use it on 7-star ego. Come on. I realize that's not what you're saying. I'm trying to be humorous. But Super Scroll is getting a buff, and a lot of people think that Psycho Man will. And honestly, the 7-star Aegon wasn't really he's not the crux of my prediction for Necropolis 2. The crux of my prediction for Necropolis 2 is that a Kabam employee went out of their way to tell everyone that they decided they were going to do Necropolis style content every 2 years, and it's been 2 years. So that's why. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I was like, why are you? It feels like your community team would be really mad at you for saying this stuff, but they didn't care. Is it worth doing the Korean challenges for Stark Spidey still? If you can do them relatively inexpensively and you're having fun, yeah. Like I may one day do them for Masakure. I am paying so little attention. This might not be a good idea. Psycho Man can be annoying on defense. I agree. Honestly, before 9.4 drops on some Karinas for some extra free rewards. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Like, that's the way to do it. Like, if you're looking for some content to, you got a good item and unit stash, I think for sure. Okay, that was weird. I think that may have been on me though. I always want my when I criticize Kabam, I want it to be actual, not like me making it up. Okay, her dexing out of my striker, that's actually something like even sounds wrong. I can hear it in my headset. The sounds of the game and what is happening on screen are not lining up. That was weird. We've reset a couple times though, so I don't know. It's Kabam interference. Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I mean, that would explain that first thing though. Although I do think I just mistimed it badly. I think I just mistimed I was trying to say if I wanted to try to backdraft or just 5-hit combo over and over, keep it super simple. So I think it was just that. Starkey's amazing for BGs. He can be good for like boss fights and stuff too. Like don't overlook that. No, shoot. I should focus at least a little bit when doing the battlegrounds. I don't want to just throw these matches away. Although Solvark, does Solvark have a passive armor up? I don't think Solvark has a full armor up, does he? Isophene. What you got for me, girl? Cold destroys Solvark. Yeah. But I was wondering who they were going to use for the Havoc. Havoc's been a monster, dude. Havoc's been as 3 up, 3 down for me. This battlegrounds. Oh. Don't fight a lot of Isophenes. Yes, that's my excuse. Yeah. Havoc's a menace. He's 4-0 for me. I realize it's a victory track and there's varying levels of account sizes and I'm not someone else might be streaming too and talking to a chat, not paying a ton of attention, but Havoc's been tearing it up. Before Banquet Cyber Weekend, Kabam launched some kind of events and some money investment. Players lose units for this. When Banquet Cyber Weekend comes, pay to win players buy units. Business strategy. Yeah, this is true. I wonder if there will be something, which would make sense, right? 2 years ago, Necropolis was in November, so that would line up. That would line up. You ain't wrong, man. You ain't wrong. There's Funnel Betsy. Look at that. This is ridiculous. Just took onslaught, R4 onslaught with Luke in 60 seconds with 100% and got aired. Fun. Yay. Did you have 2 concussions up? That cancels out Kabam. There's no Kabam can't come back from that. It's too much. Wow, Vega Prime has grown a lot now. Dude, Vega Prime went through puberty, got old, got a job, got married, 4 kids, 8 dogs, on a farm now, just kind of like living out life. Ilil, were you gonna join the Discord server? Maybe I misunderstood. I thought you were to join the Discord and just put it in general or something like that. Any chance to get to use my Red Skull? I'm a fan of. I can't remember if they had a serpent, so I kind of have to draft Nico. You don't have to. I just don't know how else to do this. I'm not a technologically advanced man, so I'm struggling for anyway. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to coerce you to join my Discord. You need to go L3, otherwise the reverse control is just more random than Jean Grey. I don't even remember what I said, but that's funny. Let's see here. What do we want? That looks fun. And shield. Thanks for joining, Paradox Visual. I hope you have a good time there, man. I have moments like now. I haven't logged in for like 9 hours, and I have that feeling I don't want to do it, but I fear I've left something. Yeah, I mean that's essentially what. I mean, it's not just Kabam. Okay, so like I don't make it sound like Kabam is the evil genius. They're not the evil demon from Descartes on this one. That that's what games do now. Someone who I took a long ass time off from games, long time, and so it was pretty crazy to come back and like I was like it's like an animal that gets rehabilitated in like in the zoo as a baby and then gets released to the wild. They are not prepared for what they've been released into. Like that's really what it felt like. I fell for so many of the traps, so much of it. But I made it through. I figured it out, and I realized, and I kind of read up on, like, oh, all this stuff's fed through like behavioralists and human scientists, and like they understand, and they're studying what we're doing and why and all that, and so that's why there's all these timers. That's why Kabam releases all the content at the same time, despite being asked all the time not to do that, so that you feel like you've got to rush through it, right? And when you rush anything in life, you typically do a much worse job of it, right? So that's what that's all about. And it's not just Kabam, right? That's just like games now. Like if you presented them with that, they'd be like, one, they'd either deny it, or two, they'd be like, literally everyone does that. Like, yeah, Dude, Shadow, is that you? I recognize the profile picture. How you doing, man? That's great. I thought, oh my god, you guys, Shadow's like one of the OGs. Like, um, holy crap, buddy. How are you doing, buddy? It is great to see you. What is going on? Did you guys just see me combo into a heavy for some strange reason? That took much longer than I expected it to. I'm great, man. A dad now. That's right. I remember you writing that, dude. That's like a long time ago. And everything, but had to sleep. Thank you so much for being here, bud. It's great to like. This is a really cool moment, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I can catch the next stream. Good luck. I hope I just, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for checking in. Great to see you, dude. I hope you're doing great in the world. That's really cool, man. That is really really cool. Sorry, Hill. Gene so beefy like I guess it's the weakness. I was surprised. Someone used a coal to destroy my Penny Parker recently. Maybe they did it before the weakness came online. I'm now I've seen people. Maddie, didn't you use coal in a video recently and he was still fine? If Maddie's still there, Maddie might not be there. That was weird. I do feel like the armor breaks fell off too. Like I there was a weird start to that fight. She backed up a lot, so I wasn't able to kind of get his ramp going. That one felt weird. I'm not. By the way, to be clear, I'm not claiming anything was wrong. I'm trying to figure it out a little bit more than anything else. And Jean is beefy, dude. I was like, she's gonna be a tough defender. Yeah. What am I doing, dude? Why would I even do that? Yeah, so, something just very wrong, guys. Like inputs just flat out aren't registering. The sound is off. Is anyone else having trouble? Is anyone else in game and having difficulty with sound and animations not lined up? That coal fight didn't seem right to me. Um, Maybe I'm doing too much with the weakness on. Little so Snoops, you remember Shadow and how good he was at bowling. That's cool. That's really, really cool. I'm gonna reset just to see if it makes a difference. It might just be the weakness. Um, it might just be the weakness. That wouldn't explain the sound issues though. Got to bring Elsa. We could bring Elsa in here. I'm gonna reset and then we'll bring Elsa in and have some fun. The phone may be cooked, but you're still cooking. Yeah. Thanks, by the way. I think it might be time to get a new streaming phone. I've been saying that forever. Uh, I'm not gonna hide the. I'll just tell you guys. Just me and 82 of my closest friends right now. I've kind of given Kabam till basically like December, and I'm gonna continue with the channel. I'm gonna cover it as well as I possibly can for you all and with you all. See if I can't just start having a blast. But I am looking for a new game to cover, or potentially just start. I don't know because I don't know what actually works out there. Like I think that I know this is part of the struggle. Is a lot of us have built channels based on this game, and so although we've like I think built viewerships and things like that, like I think we all know that if we start playing something else, y'all, a lot of you probably aren't coming, coming with us. And so that's a tension, that's a real tension. And so I'm not quitting the game now. I'm hoping I'm playing it 5 years from now with you all. But I am starting to kind of look for another game. And one of the things I'm starting to consider is it a mobile game or is it like a PC game? I don't know if PC games will be the exact same thing with the monetization and just kind of the way they approach things or not. But I feel like this might just be how mobile games are. And so like I'd just be trading Kabam for literally the exact same thing if I move to another mobile game. All right, let me try to bring this up here. Okay, that's not what I meant to bring up. Let's see this is the message from Mr. Karate Mike here. Just because Mike says Egon isn't being added doesn't mean he won't. Remember? Okay, so someone kind of called him out there. LOL, yeah, this is fair. Y'all are learning my tricks. I like the tone of this. But in this case, I don't want anyone's hopes to be artificially inflated about Egon because he is a fun champ. This isn't to say that he won't be added in the future. Okay, he doesn't say he's not coming. Guys, Aegon is narratively a part of the saga. There are 6-star saga as well, so that's why he's listed. 7-star. Oh, there it is not being released this saga. Okay, then I would honestly think that he's not. He being Aegon, so maybe it's like after the saga or something like that. Maybe they're just future proofing the thing. The gem. They do that, right? Like Carolina and Nico were technically part of the saga, but were not part of the champions, like in the crystals and things like that. That felt really weird to me, and I told them I really did not like that. They were like, "Thank you for your opinion. Now shut the hell up." It's just like I don't know. People, they're saga champs. People are gonna think they're in the saga. You're selling a saga crystal. It's not a real leap, like to think that people would reasonably think Nico and Carolina were in the crystal. Can you see why I was not liked in the CCP? In case it's not clear yet. Looking for game suggestions? Yeah, absolutely. I'm on board. Vega plays Parcheesi. Yeah, yeah. Are you only interested in mobile? No. So the thing with mobile though, Pablito, is like I think now that I understand it more, like, and we've talked about this, and Pablito, you've been part of these conversations on the Discord. Is like I think a lot. If you've been playing games the last decade, or actually, let's say like, yeah, decade. What Kabam does is like probably doesn't even phase you in a lot of ways. And they're like, I would imagine they're a pretty ethical company in that regard. Like, I'm being serious. Um, it's that I was out of it for so long, and now that I know the approach of gaming these days, one, I don't like it. It's like there's part of me that's like, I think I might just get like a Switch 2, and like this is like a planning for the future sort of thing. Because I enjoy having a channel. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I enjoy having a Discord server. I enjoy this. I enjoy talking about life and whatever, like seeing Shadow and Snoops and people I've known for like years. Um, so I'm just picking champions. It doesn't matter anymore. So like, and like, in fact, on my current Switch, I haven't done it in years, but like I can play like the classic games. And so like, just be like, let's just play games. Like, let's just play whatever and stream and talk and hang out. Like, if it makes money, cool. If it doesn't, I don't know. Obviously I'd prefer to make money than not, but I think you guys know I have a full-time job. I'm doing this for enjoyment. Oh, I forgot to add Elsa. Thank you. I remembered one thing and I forgot the other. Check out Warframe, very free to play, friendly, fun game, big community. True forever game. Warframe. Thanks. I saw something come up today called like a net what was it called? It's called Sonic um shoot. It's Sonic Rumble. It does look like it's mobile, but it's also going to be on like Steam. And what actually with the reason I became aware of it is Nexus, which is the company that like hosts the creator codes for Kabam. If you guys recall, and again, I'm always being genuine with you guys. I've always been wrong about a lot of stuff over the years. But I'm telling you what I really think is I actually thought creator codes were going to be incredible. In my instance, they were very much not. And so but the company Nexus, I guess, is teamed up with Sega to do this Sonic game. And I looked at it, I'm like, that actually looks really fun. It looks kind of like a party game. I was like, dude, that sounds kind of pretty cool. What genre are you interested in? So I'm sure this won't surprise you, Pablito. I am terrible at shooters. I am beyond bad at first person at first person shooters. So not that. Which I know like removes a lot of games, like Marvel Rivals and stuff like that. That would be like really simple transitions over to. And before soon or after 5 or 6 months later. I mean, I think I saw the beta come up soon, so maybe not too long. I don't think it's that black and white, but yeah, things have been ramping. Newer games are now more used for microtransactions. Yeah. I'm simplifying a little bit, and I'm not intending to like in a negative way. But thanks for calling that out. I appreciate that. I do want to be fair. We're gonna soldier through with Onslaught and someone else. Okay. This isn't smart, but I'm doing it. If it works, it's smart. Yeah, she's ridiculous, this meta. That was really fun. If I was them and I didn't know that about Chill, I would get out of the screen and be like, oh, this guy's cheating. I'm reporting this guy now. I would definitely report me for cheating right now. It'd be a real shame to see you, but I'm not lying. But I've done it. I'm also not making preparations for the future. I think people who are doing this still for content creation, I think, are probably all like, okay, what do I do next? We can read the writing on the wall while simultaneously hoping we're wrong. And it's not like January 1, I'm just gonna be like, I'm quitting. And that's not my plan. I debated to even say anything to anyone. Because I think I could also here, let me try to make sure I win this. Uh, yeah, he's going to use Gene, right? Okay. And that should actually go pretty well for him. And so I'm going to use Patriot. Chillth has ability accuracy, right? No. She has a grit, so that's why I didn't need to worry about his unstoppable at all. And then my Chillth is actually a pretty high sig. That was actually a pretty cool. Like I might clip that for a short to show. Her signature ability has that anti-damage back mechanic for physical. And so that was on display there a little bit. And then obviously he's not bleed immune. One thing I do like about this meta is that I feel like I don't mind like literally what you just saw, and I am doing it more is just wild intercept attempts because I don't feel like backdraft light works for me anymore. It's not safe because the AI will punish me. But because of the debuffs, we heal back up when I get punished. Patriot is awesome. Okay, I want to make sure I read that because I'm not sure if Allison's being sarcastic or not. Ooh, good fight from them. That's fast, man. Nice job, Aussie. That's cool. That's a rank 3 Atuma. That's pretty quick. That's like Gene's best matchup, but still, that's cool. After this, I want to read the chat a little bit because you guys are saying stuff I want to see. Just making sure I've got myself covered. I think we are. Yeah, I'm not being sarcastic. Okay. Although I think if you had written no, I'm not being sarcastic, I would have felt more secure in your non-sarcasticness. But I believe you. All right, I did this fight the other day. I think, yesterday. Yeah, I'm old. The days are separated far. I did this fight yesterday and it went super smooth. Just got to be a little fast. Come on, dude. Have you ever known Serpent to not use his specials? It was faster yesterday. And I think this is only a rank 3 Serpent. What's up, Exteriors? How you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. Hey, that's a pretty good fight from them, though. I guess they don't like hearts from symbiotes. It is annoying to lose to a whale, though. All right, let's go and look at this. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Does it charm to suck in at certain games for those who are like, what? I was saying that I am terrible at first person shooters. So the reason why I'm terrible at them is they actually make me like vision sick, like car sick or seasick. Um, I discovered that way back with the game GoldenEye, like in like 1998 or 1999 or something like that. Then like I'm serious, like it's actually quite bad. It's more about what you enjoy. So I this is the thing, and this is why I think MCoC is just really difficult for me to quit. One is I enjoy the content creation on it, but two is I actually like fighting games that aren't too into it. Like I actually like sports games, but I recall there became a point in time where like Madden football introduced like hurry up play calling, American football, obviously Madden, and then there was like audibles and like all these various playbooks and I was like, this has become more complicated than I want it to be. And so there's a lot of reasons why this particular game I think has hit a really interesting niche for a lot of people, but particularly someone like me. And also why, as it becomes more and more like what I'm calling a card game, I'm losing interest in that because I don't want to do that. I've got a full-time job. I've got two kids who I adore. I have a wife who I'm one of the people that got to marry like the love of their life. Like I love that woman so much. And so I want to be and spend time with them, but I also like video games. And so like it it's hard to do all of that, and that's why, like, you guys saw me for years, like, quit tier 1 and come back to tier 1 and quit tier 1 and come back to tier 1, and so it's just it's a tough one to crack, man. It's a tough one to crack. Chill okay, we answered the chill thing, but man, is everyone planning on leaving MCC? Not surprised because, I have plans for a final MCC. Man, Allison, I was really hoping that wasn't the case, but your video today, I was wondering. I know I don't always comment on your stuff, but I do watch a lot of it. We've got you set up on the Discord server to have your videos auto shared. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is Kabam is alienating players like me, and let's be honest, players like me tend to have pretty good disposable incomes. I'm not choosing to spend like Yusafa and those guys, but like, I mean, I don't know. Someone wants my money. And then you've got your like players like Allison who are want depth. They want that gameplay. They want that skill. Like they're skill expression players, and they're being alienated too. And it's like, for what? For who? Patriot is awesome. So here's the thing, Allison, and I think Patriot's awesome too. Patriot to me is like what this game should be, but so often isn't. Is a really cool champion you could use for a variety of things. They'd be gonna be good in questing. If it wasn't for the absurd defenders and the like the one of the things I really liked about volatility is she talked about the term like magic keys. And I liked that because I didn't think it was like too harsh. Like I think some people, and Maddie, I know you're there, bud, and you know I love you. And you know I think you're really smart. I think when we say sell the disease, sell the cure, I think one, I think it's accurate, but I think it also immediately turns off people who aren't predisposed to already liking that idea. And so I think it's great, and I think it's eye catching, but I think it causes people to like take a side. And there's so much of that in our society, and like so many, especially younger people, like they grew up with the internet, and so they just immediately are like, "Well, I'm this way or I'm this way." And so I liked the idea of like these like I don't remember what she called them for the defenders, but it was like something for the defenders, like let's call them magic locks. And then she said like magic keys. And I was like, I really like that. Where I like a bunch of games with like a bunch of like pseudo locks and pseudo keys. And I think Patriot is an awesome pseudo key. He can do so many fights. You just saw him. That was really good, right? That was really good. But because he's having to like take down serpents and Zolas and all and enchantresses and all this stuff, and even Photon, like he's even not the best option for Photon because Photon's so ridiculous, right? And so, like, if the photons and those didn't exist in this game, you could just be like, oh, I really like Patriot. I'm like, everything about me wants to love. I like America Chavez because there's a lot about her I love, and I'm proud that I'm a citizen of the United States of America. Like this is shouting out to me to like I like Captain America. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't play them because they're not good in the competitive modes, then the competitive mode just is a turnoff to me. I don't get it. Um, I know I talk sarcastically and hyperbole. I know, Allison, I've gotten to know you. I have gotten to know you. So when people are like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, that's just her. She's like, it's like internet talk." Like when I say something's a cheat code, I don't actually mean it's like the old days of I think it was Contra. It's not literally up a baby a baby a and you get unlimited lives. It's more like this thing's overpowered. You should check it out. Like that's how Allison talks. She's not saying this is literally whatever. You guys get it. You can consider left the game because they stopped spending any money this game for so long, and the money dropped in the last 4 years. So dramatic for the command. So they consider I'm dead to them. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, man. I really don't. Again, if they were coming out and saying to us like, guys, we're making so much money over here, then I'd be like, okay, they know what they're doing. But they're literally putting out the opposite message a lot. When you see their offices, though, you are going to be like, oh, these guys making cash. Even I, and remember, my career training was in law. It's a long time ago, so I'll admit things have fancied up a bit. But I was part of some law offices in downtown LA, in the LA area, and even I was like, "Damn, this is a nice office." When I walked into Caban's office, N64, yep, N64, that's right. Someone knows their GoldenEye. So this is the thing. I'm saying ill. I don't know if that's right, but it's like I don't know if you're noticing. I'm having a lot of fun right now. So it's just a weird thing with the game. It's a weird thing with the game. What Vega said, I love making videos in MCC. You know it's bad when I'd rather stop playing. Yep. Yeah, and so Meisterberger, I think I truly mean this, and I would have to take like a deep dive at the actual dates. But it feels like to me in the last 2 to 3 years, Kabam has power crept the game what they could have done over 5 to 10. That's the weirdest thing for me. That's the most strange. Is I understand they need to make characters more powerful. I understand they want to sell characters. I totally get that. I think that's fine. But what's so weird to me was, and if I mean, we've seen their graphs of their sales and what they've made, right? Like somebody's just seen that. It's not like Photon brought in all this cash. It's not like Serpent brought in all this money. You look at it, and the graph is actually going down. So, like, I don't even understand what was the incentive to create them. What was the incentive to possibly take years off the life of the game? I don't understand. Like, if the game was kind of okay and maybe not making quite as much money as it used to, but it was doing well. I mean, dude, they were making a lot of money. And then they tried, okay, let's do OP Defender that turns off dexterity. And that didn't increase sales. Then why did they double and triple and quadruple down on it? That's where I'm just so like, and we'll never know. It's not like they owe us an explanation for it. I don't get it because it also power crept the game so much. Grasping down as compared to COVID times, though, I think the whole industry is down. So, Pablito, that. But so here's the interesting thing: is like, how are you applying that? Meaning, like, what conclusion are you drawing from that? Because what I draw from that is like there were external factors that had nothing to do with the game, and so why try this new thing? Like what you're doing was still working. It's there were external factors that you could do literally nothing about. So again, why power creep the game so much forward? That's another place where I'm just like, I don't get that. Obviously, the answer is likely, the executives were like, "Hey, look, we just closed 3 games in the last 3 years. This game needs to make money," which sucks. Yeah, Allison, you're saying something similar. Yusafi used to be behind me on the top 30 when I was 15, 20. Would you mind answering my last question? I can copy it. No, I'll go find it, Snoops. Maybe I won't be able to find it. I might be having streamer blindness, buddy. Yeah, can you, if you're still here, do you mind copying and pasting it again? Because somehow I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I mean that's what would make sense. You know, companies don't like the idea of taking in and making less than they did the quarter before, and that's a whole issue with like capitalism and economies. That's a whole. I mean, honestly, when I talk about like a second channel that's not dedicated to a game, I would love to talk with you guys about that. I would absolutely love to talk about that sort of stuff while we just play games because that's actually when I get together. Like I just had a weekend with my college buddies. We often play games when we're hanging out. We don't really play sports anymore because we're a little old and out of shape. So more like the sports play us, but like we'll shoot hoops or whatever. But one of my buddies, we play a soccer video game that we've been playing since 1998. And we sit there and we play it for hours and we talk and like we talk about so much deep stuff. And so I would love to bring that to doing that with you all. Snoops. I've not kept up the best with everything about the game. What went wrong with you in creator codes? Let me so I wanted to be really clear in my videos and be as forthright as I could in them. And so I took a lot of time to think about what I was going to actually say, and I can't remember specifically how I came down on all of it. I'm going to be as honest as I can with you right now, but I am going to unfortunately be a little vague, and I understand that might be frustrating, and I hope you can understand why I'm potentially being vague. Is I was very excited about creator codes because what I felt like what was being told to me was, we make a great game. We feel strongly that we make a great game. We have plans to improve the game. We want to share those plans with you all when we can. We want to give you the assets, meaning like if you, well, you guys probably actually wouldn't notice this, but like the visual assets, like the PNGs of the characters and the backgrounds and knowledge on what was happening and like maybe that sort of thing to improve your videos. We want to give you help on improving your videos so that you can make better videos about our great game. And we would like to incentivize that or reward you by literally sharing some of the money that comes in via creator codes. And because we are aware that YouTube is really, really brutal. Like we don't get very much. I'm sure Seaton has done very well for himself, and I hope Legacy has, and those sorts of things. But like your creator like me for a per hour basis, it's really bad. If I didn't enjoy this makes no sense in the world for me to be doing. Okay. And if you think about MCoC, it's not really bringing in like new content creators, right? And so someone like me is like this weird place and they've seen people leave. And codes, again, I have to really think about what I am allowed to say. And I'm not about breaking the rules. I'm not about breaking confidences. In its first month, the codes went live, and you guys are aware of that. And that was the month of Silver Samurai. It was a bad month for the game. And the code, while it brought in much less than I was led to believe it would bring in, brought in a significant sum of money, in my opinion. Now, it's still a lot less than I typically make on a month on YouTube, where I've put in a lot of effort and putting out a lot of videos. But it was enough to like make a difference, or it was material amount even in comparison to what I bring in from YouTube. But what pretty quickly happened for me was I felt like the reasons I was excited about codes as far as, hey, I'm getting more incentive to make great videos on a great game was turning more into, oh, I'm the marketing department. And as a result, and a bunch of stuff I can't talk about, I'm sorry, I decided I wanted nothing to do with creator codes nor the CCP. And I did not care what, the consequences of that were going to be as far as losing all of those assets, losing out on the creator codes, losing out on being able to make new champ videos, losing out on the champion testing map. I was also aware that if I decided to go cover another game and they have creator codes, like if I was the company, I'd be like, hey, dude, this guy left one on the first week that they put it in, or first 2 weeks they put it in. He's now boycotting the game. This might not be a good guy to like have cover our game, right? So I was aware of all that, and I still was like, I want nothing to do with this. I hope that kind of answers the question. Yeah, thanks, Pablito. And I don't want to make the NDA sound like it's like oh, I said I'd put Elsa in the deck. Oh, you know, my Elsa's only rank 2. Mm, Could we rank? And I'm sorry, because I'm not spending, I shouldn't do willy-nilly rank ups anymore. This is the kind of thing where like not spending is really hard as an MCoC YouTuber. It is, because what I can test is significantly more limited. Um, Being able to just rank stuff, like, and think about it, guys. Like, if I'm like, I took this champion to rank 2, they're great. Are you guys more likely to click on that, or me saying like new rank 4, blowing my mind? Come on, let's be honest. But you know, we do things. We make decisions. Thanks for being here, Paradox. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Yeah, you got it, Snoops. AJ, that's exactly it. Like literally exactly it. I've actually contemplated it for years, and I don't watch Joe, not for any reason aside from just like time. Sounds really interesting, actually. Um, but one of the things that happened is my life is very centered around my family, and my kids, my wife, and then of course friends. And so like often the things I kind of wanted to talk about, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to share that personal thing. But as everyone's gotten older, it feels like it'd be more okay. Uh, but again, it has to be appropriate for the channel, you know? Like I'm not gonna start telling you guys about my kids because and this is fine. I don't think you guys particularly care, you know, and that's okay. Like that's not what this channel's been built on. Mm. It's very difficult to make videos on 3-star a week after people make max moves and mind blowing, stupid. Yeah, and so I was already I tried very hard to not do that to begin with, even when I was in the CCP. But I get it, dude. It's like even now I'm saying like complete this thing easy, because I know that if I don't say that, people think it means it was really hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to say do this easily, otherwise, because it's the internet, like you're not lying, you're just speaking internet, you know. So yeah, uh, I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. I'm basically copying what Maddie's done, but Maddie's, I think, more thorough and extremely more experienced in it, and the way he does the testing. But yeah, I'm taking strong inspiration from what Maddie does. But he's right. Like I did do. It's not. I'm not going to even call it a grind because it's not. But I did the. I went and got Dracula, and by the time I got him, I'm like, dude, no one wants to see my video testing 3-star Dracula after all this stuff. I mean, the fact that Dracula, you know, wasn't really making headlines was part of it. Um, what am I doing? Do I have any defenders? I think I do. Okay. Um, I think this is gonna go poorly for me. content creation outside the CCP is difficult. It is. Yeah. I mean, it's it's not necessarily designed to make outside creation difficult. It's designed to make inside creation significantly easier. Dude, the sound is way off. It's wild. I keep not going fast enough to get my first special off. Same issue. Are you guys finding Spider Woman easy to use? I'm wondering if I'm messing up. Like if I should just do SB1s. Because I keep struggling pretty badly with her. Very special, dude. Come on. You know you want to. There you go. Good boy. Did you add? No, I didn't, buddy. I'm sorry. You must have missed it. Mine's only rank 2. And with me not spending, I can't, I shouldn't do just random, not random rank ups, but like spur of the moment rank ups. Like I don't know if you guys saw in a video, I almost put stones into Nova, and I still might, but I was like, this is a precious resource. Like I need to follow the, like if I was giving advice to my viewer, it would be like, hey, those are precious resources. Think that through. Make sure you really like them. And I was like, you know, when I would whale on the big sales. That's it. And my account was massive in my opinion. But those days are done for the foreseeable future. And so I need to be a little bit more thrifty, let's call it. And then again, that's how the discussion with the CCP server kind of started. Was I can't replace it by going and testing on the CCP server. So it's a little different. Also so fast, even at rank 2. Even at rank 2. All right. I was watching Kaitu's video today, and I will admit I didn't get all the way through it. I was watching it at lunch. I didn't see Elsa, but I bet she's fast. I mean, it would make sense. Started the knockdowns too late. Come on. This is not going how I wanted it to go. Spam SB1s with Elsa and you win. That sounds fun. Yeah, I just played it really poorly. No, I was doing the second life the whole time. I just did it poorly, and then also didn't hit the skip button. And Serpent did what Serpent does. I'm shocked that took off so little of his health. That was weird. He was done with his immortality, wasn't he? Wow. All right. Did you like Nagasa's image chat? I did. I'm not typically available at that hour. I know you're asking Maddie, but I'm typically not available at that time of night, but I've been available the last 3 days in a row, and I've really loved Nagasa's streams. It's been really cool to be able to tune in and see all that. Um, I wasn't expecting that. That was interesting. I did beat Gwen Master. We got her down. His resistance probably reduced quite a bit, I see. Yeah. Yeah, probably, huh? All right, let's go. God, her stupid ass shield's gonna come back, isn't it? I hate her. That was a dumb heavy. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, you know what? I remembered something. It wasn't until late in the fight. I did not think it would go that poorly. Nice job to my opponent. To be clear, for all my Elsa lovers, I was saying that Spider Woman's medium one feels really weird to me, not Elsa's. Vegas asked about Jess and the combo of Elsa overlapped. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to R4 Elsa or Patriot. I'd go Patriot personally because he has more doubters. You know what? It's interesting to me that you like Patriot as much as you do, Allison, because I don't feel like he allows for tons of skill expression. But that might be because maybe I don't understand him well enough. It's hard to decide because they both have mega fun damage. All right. Let's do one more, and then I think we are done for the day. Went longer than intended, but I was having so much fun hanging out with you all, which is kind of like what I was talking about. Oh, I'm getting messages from work. Maddie's furious. Uh-oh. Oh, there's SP wanted to block 3 times. Yeah, that's fun. That's a good time. Sorry, man. No, I'm just not adding Elsa now. I didn't forget. I'm just not doing it. That's I found myself funny. No, my Elsa's ranked 2. Yeah, she's only ranked 2. Ooh, that's a pretty cool profile picture, like on a bigger screen like that. But I guess it depends on what size screen you guys are watching it on. All right. Haven't had to ban a lot of Dark Phoenixes today. That's been nice. And there's Human Torch. Like, there is something when you think about this, right? And let's like not even think about this person, okay, this actual player. But that's pretty wild when you think about that. There is a player right now who, at least in consecutive months, spent $1,000. Like, that's like when you step outside for a second and you think about that, like that's pretty crazy, right? Uh, oh, it's my turn. Oh, good luck, Philly. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Give her a chance. No, there will be no Elsa chances here. Don't make me hate Elsa, guys. Don't do it. That's not. None of us wants that. No, none of us wants me hating Elsa. Okay. None of us want that. Or maybe you do want that. Maybe that's what it is. Probably I'm going way back in the chat. When you're like, think of it this way: I ranked for Gal. I didn't even have a test map to probably show him off. Got to pay the. Got to pray he doesn't get banned. Yep, you put in a lot of work for that. Okay, what am I doing? Out of curiosity, if anyone in the chat who's willing to type would be interested in a second channel where I kind of just play games, like, but it's more of just like what's going on the screen. It's like conversations with you all. Sometimes I bring in like I know a lot of really interesting people, I think, and that sort of thing. If you were to watch that, would you prefer it be on this channel or on just a whole second channel? I think YouTube advice is do it on a whole second channel. It's difficult breaking the habit of spending games in general, specifically in your position. Yeah, and it's funny is people are always going to interpret what we say, however it comes across to them, and that's fine. What I learned was to stop trying to convince people that I meant what I was saying. But for years, I've said like, "Hey, listen, I'm a YouTuber. Like, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because I want to make videos on it." And I think a lot of people thought that I was just using that as like a justification or something like that, which is fair. I mean, again, like they either believe me or they don't. Um, but if you watched it, you would have seen, or you would see that like I had been reducing spending more and more and more and more to the point where like the Silver Samurai sale, like I didn't even get him. I was like, he has another $100. He looks really cool, but like I'm just not having fun. I'm just not. So you would watch. Thanks, Leopold. Come on, dude. Where I want Maddie Sinister. Pablito, I'm glad you're here to see that, buddy. I know it wasn't as pretty as you did it. Oh, please tell me you're still here. You haven't made a comment in a minute. You might not be here. And it's not an Awakened Sinister, and I think it was only rank 3. Yeah, but still, that was pretty cool. I like the conversations. I already get too much hardcore gameplay in MCoC already. Thanks. Beautiful. Thanks, Pablito. I've really enjoyed having her as a rank 4. It's been really fun. I kind of to what you're saying earlier is like I've been meaning to do the showcase on her for a while. I'll admit I'm struggling to find get the fights. So this is cool. I think I've gotten like 3 or 4 of them in. In fact, I gotta write that down to um, put in the video. I turn on my notifications for and second channel because YouTube algo, which might imply less people get your truth messages like they should, but hopefully you can promote on this channel. Yeah, I've got a couple different ideas that I am trying to figure out. Because again, I don't want to like I mean this, like I'm enjoying this. I'm covering this game. I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm hopeful that in, like I said, 3, 4, 5 years, I'm still doing this with you all. But with an idea towards like, okay, how do I venture into something else? And I'm considering like I know Pepe does this, but Pepe streams a lot and he's such a high skill player. I think people tune in for that, you know. He started a second channel for streams, and I'm wondering if I do that and just make it like kind of like a Vega plays sort of channel or something of that nature. Um okay, I'm curious what they do here. If that goes well, it shows I do not know how to use Carolina Dean, which is possible. It is very possible that I do not know how to use her. If that goes well for them, there's something I don't know. Even in the chat, do you think that's going to go well for them? Of course, I decided to be dumb. Like I am very confident that fight is not going to go well. There's no reason for me to rush this. I know Gladiator didn't turn out to be your kind of champ. Yeah, okay. That I was like either they know something about Carolina and Havoc that I don't, or and I do wonder because I think Havoc is honestly now 5-0 or 6-0 for me on defense. And I do wonder a little bit if it's like people truly just don't know how to fight him. Like he's old enough and people don't see him enough where they're like, what is this? And then it was Reed those who actually I think they tagged me late last night. It was last night or 2 nights ago, I don't remember. But I had already gone to bed and I saw it the next morning. And they were part of a conversation. I was very happy they tagged me. They were part of a conversation, all that stuff. Oh shoot, I gotta go soon. I'm supposed to make dinner and everything. But what they brought up was people, this node even does an armor break. So like champions that people are used to working on Havoc, like Warlock, may even still end up having problems because their armor gets broken. I was like, oh, that's really smart. Relis is a really smart player, so that makes sense. Let's go and read the chat here and just kind of finish off the stream. Patriot is like his own version of Black Panther and Ronin. Different utility, but has what I love. Damage on basic attacks, passive buffs like Fury and Cruelty and kind of quirky. That makes sense. I I mean, I think Patriot is like it's tough, right? Because you guys know a lot. I think Patriot is a fantastic champion for MCoC. I don't have anyone, but those who claim victory after someone downfall or exclusion for me, it's not a victory, just a very lucky thing. Yeah. When do you think next updates on 7-star basic crystal pool? I think it's in December. Let me pull. We have that on my Discord. Uh, useful graphics. And that there's a lot of champions coming. I did the video on it might be smart to wait. I am saving my 7-star crystals for sure. Let's see here. The changeover is in December. I know that. But they're adding like Medusa, Black Panther Civil War, Sentry, Purgatory, Sentinel, Deadpool X-Force, Call Obsidian, Sabretooth, Anti-Venom, Viv Vision, Doctor Voodoo, Ultron. I got a shout out Invisible Woman with Allison here. Mr. Sinister, they're also being added. So like yeah, I if you don't have a lot of those champions, I would wait. I would wait. If you have like a newer account though, or newer 7-stars, go ahead and just open because the 7-star pool is just so huge. And it looks like that's gonna happen on December 9th. December 9th. 100% turn notification support in the second channel because YouTube. Okay, I think I read that already. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate that. I think that sort of channel, if it's successful enough, I'm not looking to like blow up and become a YouTube star. But like, even if it slowly over the course of the years gets to like this size, I think I would be really, really happy. I always feel like I can learn. I can always learn from my mistakes. I learn a lot from you all. But I do also think I have experience to share. Um, and so I think I could help people out with questions and things like that while simultaneously learning myself. And so I think I would have a lot of fun with that. So thank you. I appreciate the encouraging words. All right, I just lost the in a row, and that's my clue to step out for now. I'm in bin 3. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Good night, Maddie, if you're still here, but hope you have a great evening and a great it's Friday. Well, Havoc is here. Yeah, I was like, something's wrong there, but I have a feeling people just don't know how to fight Havoc. Like he's just he's good, dude. Havoc's a good champion. Allison, so that's kind of the plan here, and I've already got I'll say it. You guys have been hanging out for a long time. I know it won't excite many of you. Some of you it might, and it's in my video tomorrow, so it's coming out tomorrow anyway. Um, when I saw that Pepe wasn't going to be able to participate in the Battle Royale Brawl, he has a visa issue, so he's not going to be able to make it from Mexico to Canada. I was like, I hate this. Like I hate this. And I know it's not the same. I know that competing on the stage in Vancouver would be a bigger deal. I totally get that. So I'm not saying I'm replacing that. My ego is nowhere near that big. But I'm putting together a top 8 tournament. I'm aware that quite a few of the guys that made the top 8, they worked their ass off for 2 seasons, and for various reasons, they're not gonna be able to make it. And obviously, I don't know all the reasons. But I know they worked really hard. And so I've put together, I've already got 6 commitments. I'm waiting on a 7th before I offer up the final 2 or possibly 1 spot. But there will be, I will live stream it. I will try to live stream every single match for you and for them, because I know the amount of effort and time they put into all that. And so we're going to do a top 8 tournament. Yes, Barrow's confirmed. Pepe is confirmed. I'll let them kind of announce it exactly who else confirmed. But yes, they are confirmed. We've already got it going. We've already getting it scheduled and planned. So I'm really hyped for it. And my one ask for those of you who go to the Battle Royale Brawl, because I'm also aware, I pay attention to this stuff. There's going to be 8, and I think they're all males, so I'm saying guys. There's going to be 8 guys competing. And yeah, they might not have been the top 8 qualifiers. They're still amazing players. That mode has enough RNG. Support the hell out of them. Cheer for all of them. Dude, they would kick my ass up and down the block. They could play with one hand and still destroy me. They are so good at what they're doing. So please go and like cheer for them. I was at the first round Battle Royale Brawl. The crowd wasn't massive, but you could feel it. You could see it in their bodies. Like when the crowd cheered, you could see them get excited. Give that experience to all 8 competitors, okay? Whether they're there as an alternate or whatever, it does not matter. They are phenomenal players. They put in a lot of work. and give that to them, please. If you guys go, or if anyone's watching this and you go, that is really important to me. I would really appreciate that. Hey, what's up, RK? Thanks for being here, bud. I hope I don't dupe Invisible Woman. Is she worse without it? You know me. I don't like her, dude. So I don't. But is she worse with it? Is she one of those champions? I wish they would. You don't want her buffed, right, Allison? I'm saving Crystal because I have a fun video idea. Cool, cool, cool. I'm excited to see it, man. You know, we share those out on the server. I hope that Pepe gets the participation or we got the 35,000 units. I think Kabam's got themselves in a bit of a difficult one there because that's a lot of units. But also, I mean, I hope they do it. That's obviously out of his control. But one of the things that's tough is my understanding is I think like very few of the people who qualified in the top 8 are actually able to go. Now, I think Kabam actually removed some people for their own reasons. So I just think it's a little messy. It's a little messy. So yeah, I would love to see Kabam just like give it to all the people who qualified, and give it to all the people who are participating. They all put on an amazing show for 2 months. Like, yeah. Thanks, Host Fan. I'm pumped up for it. I'm really pumped up. And if viewers enjoy it, which I think a lot of viewers will, I already have plans for another tournament. I'm being serious. While I'm talking about a second channel, I'm also making plans. And like you guys saw with the Vega Prime stream today, my intention is to try to have as much fun with this game as I possibly can and find the fun elements. And the Vega Prime account is very fun for me. Screwing around in Battlegrounds and talking with you all is very fun for me. And Battleground tournaments are very fun for me. So, yeah. Can we have a bottom 8 tournament? Pablito, I may have one coming that you might want to participate in. Just let's have the first one go really well, and I think you might be interested. Let's put it that way. That's amazing. Have the winners play against the winner of the BG Brawl for a made-up title the community can make up, like the name Steve. That would be really fun. And that is part of why I have not completely solidified the 8 yet. Like I said, I am waiting for one person. I want to give them all the time they need. All the time they need. And I'm also aware that the person that might win the tournament in Vancouver might not have been one of the top 8. That's very possible. Because again, they're so close in skill. Like this is like razor thin stuff. And so I would like the idea of being able to invite them. We'll see though, for scheduling reasons, that might not be able to happen. All right, guys. I gotta bounce. I really appreciate y'all hanging out. I keep thinking it's Friday and it's not. Gonna be really disappointed when I wake up tomorrow morning. Okay, YouTube is not showing me anyone that's streaming right now. That doesn't mean no one is streaming. So if someone is, please go support them. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This is like, you guys know how much fun this is for me. I appreciate hanging out with you guys. How about a big roster no skill tournament? Only if I can participate. Take care, everybody. I'll see you really soon. Maybe even tomorrow. Take care.